You about to say you 1 cent?
Dun, 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 dun.
There you go, Coast.
Holy fuck, that was trippy. Scared.
This man sent me $3.60.
Read what it said.
The last good Xbox.
I get it.
Can you explain it? I don't understand.
They call it the. Oh wait, no, sorry. I got $3.17 because I got deducted by fees.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Damn, Roger didn't even check the box to pay the fees for you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Roger didn't want to pay fees.
Yeah, he really let you eat that. Goddamn.
Oh, good. I didn't know how to do it. I would have paid extra if I knew. Made it a good joke. It would have been funny. But
Gotta be the Pog emo.
anyway, though, it's fine. All right, we ready?
Bro, I've been waiting for 40 fucking minutes.
40 minutes. Oh, Jesus! It's 6:40.
Holy shit!
Hey, y'all gonna be all right.
9:40.
All right, that's fine. We're here though. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Japan Time Podcast.
No,
I gotta go.
no,
I gotta go.
no.
Oh,
I waited 40 minutes for this.
I'm playing my game.
No.
Well, that's how I started it, so you're gonna live with it. That's fine. Joining me this week, we got Shofu.
All right, so listen, right? I seen that Rogers Base went live one time, right? And I clicked on his stream. You want to know what I saw? I'm gonna show y'all what I saw, man.
What'd you see?
This is what I saw right here. I'm about to play it on the stream.
Let's go, Rem. Come on.
Yeah, I remember the clip now. Oh, this clip
I'm
is so
certainly gonna
close.
enjoy this. Wait, what is this? Which moment is this? I'm trying to remember. Oh, the Rem one, where she's.
What were you doing?
What the fuck are you?
No, Rem's gonna be fun.
He goes on for so long, too.
Look
I
at
think-
this dude.
What makes this clip even better is if you know what happens afterwards in ReZero,
Right.
it just makes this clip.
Wait, is this season 2?
together beautifully. Yeah.
Oh no, you talking about when she gets her fucking ass beat?
No, Rem's gonna be fun. 2 chains. She has the 2 chains in either hand, and she's like whipping them back and forth. And so I was like,
Not
oh
doing
my
a
God.
goddamn thing.
But what happened was you can't hear anything because obviously with Twitch it's like you get copywritten, and there's like you can't see anything either because I've got the filter on. So it's just me sitting there going crazy. That's actually a good clip. That's good. You know what? I approve of that meme. Thank you, Shofu,
Yeah.
for showing that to the world. Appreciate it. Who else is with me? We got Coast. Is here
Hey,
this
what's up,
week.
Nintendo gamers?
No, that wasn't good enough. Gotta do it
Hey,
again.
what's up, Nintendo gamers?
There we go. Beautiful. We have. I'm just going in Discord order this time because who cares? We got Fidel.
So remember when I bought 5 copies of Super Mario 3D All Stars, right?
Unfortunately,
And unfortunately, now there was a really depressing moment the day I found out. Okay, the preload came out, and you couldn't have 2 icons on your screen. So I was like, "Fuck!" Now I seem even dumber because I don't even get to flex and be like, "Yo, I got 2 Mario icons on my screen." But then the day it came out, I was like, "Oh shit! I got this game 12 hours early." So I wasn't that horrible.
You
And
got
there
a
you go.
game that's been out for 20 years. 6 hours early?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
Yes, but that still doesn't address the fact that you bought it 5 times.
Viram, I didn't ask you, bro.
I asked me.
Well, fuck.
Just shut up, Fidel. Viram, what's going on, buddy?
I am enjoying life in my new place, and that's
That's
all
what I
I'm
like to hear.
saying.
How moving went okay? Everything's fine now? You got internet again? Everything's good?
Yes, everything is swell.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear. Someone else I'm sure is doing well is Mike. What's going on, Mike? Nice to hear from you again.
What's going on, everybody?
How have you been?
I'm doing okay. I got
Doing
some
all right?
stuff to take care of, but I'm doing good.
I will say this. During that PS5 showcase we're going to talk about later, I truly, genuinely thought that trailer was Cyberpunk until we got to
At the very beginning?
Fazbear statue, yeah. And then everybody in my chat was like, how the hell did you not know that was Five Nights at
I
Freddy's?
didn't know at first. That took me a while.
That's good. But I immediately thought of you. Know that every time I think of Five Nights at Freddy's, I think of Mike.
I'm honored.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, it's
Someone
great.
who's not nice is Warchamp. What's going on, Warchamp?
What the fuck did I do?
Wow.
Oh, you're just kind of a
Look, see,
jerk.
we're just proving his point right there.
It was Roger. I was on cams the whole time and I saw him vent.
No, how have you been?
I was fucking great until that intro. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh,
What did I
just
do to
teasing
you?
Well, now you're being mean. I was teasing you. I mean, I like you, so.
Yeah, what I do to you, man? Maybe
Nothing. I don't know. Are we gonna play Final
It's a
Fantasy
Monday,
14
man.
together? It's a Monday, yeah. It's a Monday with lots of news to go over.
Yeah, I don't care for much of it.
Whatever. He's the imposter. He's the imposter. It's fine. So, Zeph. Then we got Zeph. Of course, what's going on, Zeph? Welcome.
What's up?
I know you've been playing Hades for the past 30 hours, which I'm assuming means you really, really like it.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good. That's what I like to hear. And someone else who's also playing Hades right now, live on stream on twitch.tv/TitoKMF, is the one and only top Among Us commentator, also the top Clubhouse Games player,
That's
Mr.
true.
Tito. What's going
That's
on,
true.
Tito?
That's true. That's true. I am also the mayor of Sidebed City, so I will take all transactions. And I'm running 4 more years. 4 more years, everybody.
I gotta say, I am happy that you're alive in this call right now. I'm truly happy because when the PS5 showcase happened and I saw that God of War Ragnarok teaser, I was pretty sure you died.
I am 90. I did die a little bit in the best possible way. I don't think I've ever turned up that much in any stream ever of all time. The greatest game I've ever played in my life gets a sequel that, to be honest, if you listen to any of the developers and if you listen to Corey, who's the head writer and the director on the game, they basically worked on the second game and then made the first game. So the second game got to go crazy.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be good. Yeah, I mean, if you've played the first game, you know where the story is going to be heading in the next game. So
Best game
it's
on
going to be
PS4.
great. Yeah. So we have a lot of stuff to go over. I mean, it's been, 2 weeks since the last Japan time, but it has been a very, very busy 2 weeks. Lots of stuff has been announced from all the major publishers. We have random news articles about like Scott Pilgrim coming back from Ubisoft, which is something a lot of people have been waiting for. That's a game that's been it's not been on Steam and hasn't been available anywhere outside of PS3 for a very, very long time. So that's cool to see. The Lakers are going to win in 4, which is great. And let's just start with the PS5 showcase, because I think we're already talking about God of War. We're talking about these other games. That was really the number one highlight of all the different news things that came out over the course of the past couple of weeks. And so let's discuss it. PS5 coming out this holiday season. Was the price what you expected? Are you excited for it? What's the general consensus right now?
It's fucking huge.
Oh, it was a good show.
It is fucking huge.
That is huge.
I still think it's an ugly ass console.
Did you guys see this picture?
The one comparing like the Switch and the TV.
Well,
with
if
the PS5.
Discord would send my fucking there we go.
Oh yeah, it's horrifyingly big. Like it's
Yeah, I'm not fucking buying this thing.
Horrifyingly big. It's not horrifyingly
It's
big.
bro, it's so ugly.
It's only three. It's like 3 times bigger than a
Hey,
Switch.
hey,
dock.
hey, when you play games, you stare at your fucking console, man.
Yeah, I do.
Freak.
Now you might. It's in
I'm
the fucking
watching
way.
it.
He's a freak. He's a fucking freak.
Oh, stare at the TV. I stare at the console.
That boy stares at the fucking console when he plays games.
When you nah, but it's chill. Did you guys lock a pre-order? I was not able.
No.
To.
Of course
I
you
just,
did. What am I,
personally,
fucking
I don't
loser?
really feel like I need one yet. Like I'm gonna get
Imagine
one, obviously.
pre-ordering a console.
But no, it's the kind of thing
There we
where
go.
like I'm probably gonna end up getting a digital version. And as soon as they announced after the showcase that the Miles Morales game is coming to PS4 too, and you get a free PS5 upgrade if you do it digitally, and I know I'm gonna get a digital only PS5, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna play Miles Morales on the PS4 this holiday because I got plenty of other
Why are
stuff
you
to
getting
play
a
this
digital
year.
one?
I just like it. I've always been like a digital only person for the past couple different
Because
systems.
Roger knows he's an influencer, and brands only send digital codes anyways.
That's cap.
No, this
So-
is something,
That's
no.
cap.
This is something
That's
I would get
100%
my
cap.
regular one or with the drive. Like I chose the digital one instead. I like it. I think the design is better because it doesn't have the weird like popped
Bump.
collar and the extra little bump sticking out. I just like it, and most of my library on PS4 is digital only anyway. So I figure I'll just transfer everything over, like FF7
Well, I
remake.
mean, I
and
think
FF4
I
and
think
all
having
that
the
stuff.
option to play a disc as a content creator, especially because you might get you might hit up a store one time. They might have a nice
Maybe.
little game early for you one time. You know what I'm saying?
It's the kind of thing though where like I have a really nice PC, so I feel like if I'm gonna play a multi-platform game, I'll mostly play it on PC.
Well, duh.
And obviously with Switch stuff with like Nintendo, they're not getting rid of disc drives. There's no discs. You just use the little Switch cartridges, so it's like I don't have to worry about that. And yeah, with PlayStation, I mean, normally if you're doing a review code or you get like an early copy or something from a brand, like it's gonna be a couple days
Okay.
early anyway. So
Yeah,
you're good.
but, I mean, I guess what I'm saying, like, wouldn't it be better if you? Not every brand sends you a code. I've definitely gotten
That's true.
physical games from people before.
Oh sure.
Well, I'm sure you can specify.
Yeah.
That's not always
know.
the case.
I kind of like it. I like the idea of not having more clutter. I just feel like I
It
understand.
might just be the standard with game consoles getting their disk drives removed in certain models.
I mean, maybe.
How much
Yeah.
memory
They
does
might
that shit
just
even
send out
have?
codes. Not a lot.
1 terabyte.
Because I do. I mean, I also I
Yeah,
see a lot
that's
of people in the
good,
chat saying
like 3 games.
No, you can fit half of Call of Duty.
It's actually not even a terabyte. It's 825.
Yeah,
gigabytes.
it's not a terabyte. It's less.
It's not.
Not
No,
yet.
You
no,
can,
but-
you can have maybe like 3 or 4 games on at once.
They'll get there. Don't worry. I have faith.
So it's
If
825.
someone calculated because
825. What the fuck?
yeah,
Yeah.
someone calculated because some of the launch titles that are coming out, they released the information about how large the games are going to be.
Yeah.
Someone calculated if you were to get all of the launch titles digitally, like you could only fit I think 5 of the games
my
before you're
God.
Mm.
Jeez.
Yeah, but don't you have to download it regardless if you get the disc or the digital? Like you have to download it anyway.
Yeah, that's like the
Also,
stupid
can't you just
shit.
get a separate drive? Because like that's what I have for my PS4.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what most
Yeah.
people do anyways nowadays.
Can't
And
But
I'd
yeah,
rather
Tito's
have all
right
the
because you
drives
have to
anyway. It's
you have to install physical discs now because
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
not?
Can
Yeah.
you, I don't think,
It'll
but
just
you
be
can't
nothing,
add a
basically.
you can't add a bigger drive to the PS5, can you? Because I thought
Sure.
a big
That's
Yeah,
kind
you
of what
can.
I'm thinking about.
no,
Yeah.
because I thought a big part of the PS5 was that they're doing some like weird file system shit that like loads faster, and I feel like you need like some special drive shit that they're doing.
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be approved drives that you can use for PS5. I'm sure they're going to
Let's
come out at
see.
some point.
Not if it's
I would
PS5
much rather have just, like,
expandable
one drive
storage.
that I can have with all my games on it, as opposed to like 40 different boxes. You know what I mean? I mean, I completely understand the appeal of physical. I've just been kind of digital only for most things, unless it's like a collector's edition type thing.
Okay, so Sony's clarified, blah blah blah. The console uses a custom-made SSD and has an NVMe slot for owners to manually expand the storage.
Okay, so
But
Oh.
not every off-the-shelf NMV
Mm.
drive, I can't speak, NVMe drive will work.
Okay,
Uh,
so 825 gigabytes, by the way.
But I'm sure we're going
It
to
has
know.
to
like-
it has to be able to fit into the M2 expansion slot, and it needs to validate speeds and shit. And it's
I mean, within the first week of PS5 being out, though, I mean, we're gonna know what drives work with it or not. So I could easily just Amazon one.
But
Yeah.
you can't. So I was right that you can't just replace the special drive that's coming with it. They're just allowing you to expand it with a
Yeah.
new drive.
Yeah.
So there's an expansion option available, but you can't just like replace the drive like on some of the old
From
PlayStations.
what I've seen, Xbox has like memory cards almost. They're like these little squares that you put in the yeah, we're going back in time.
Part of me kind of misses memory cards a little bit. Like I like the appeal of bringing it to a friend's house during Animal Crossing and going to visit their town and stuff. There's just like a nice little physical aspect to it.
Until it
the
corrupts.
problem was when the memory card's corrupted.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, right.
There's nothing more painful than you like being like, yeah, bro, my memory card's in there, I'm saving and shit, and your memory card's not all the way in.
Yes,
and
sir.
power goes out, so you're like, oh no, I was good, bro. I was auto saving on my and then you're done for like a week.
True. I mean, to be fair, I'm the one saying I'm going to get a digital only PS5, but I do know that I have had one major issue. This was when I was moving from my first place in LA to my second place, and I had my Wii U and I had a separate like storage drive thing with it. And for whatever reason, either I removed something incorrectly or something happened, and I lost all of my save files on Wii U, which was like 400 hours in Smash Wii U, all of Monster Hunter, and I had unlocked everything in Monster Hunter, and my 300-hour file in Xenoblade Chronicles X. So it was, that was a painful afternoon, let me tell you. But yeah, PS5, digital only, regular. Sounds like I'm the only one digital only.
No, I'm digital. I'm digital. I'm
Oh, so you
digital.
are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'm not alone then.
Probably go digital only whenever I get one. I don't know. I'm not getting one.
I'm curious to see how well the digital only will sell because as many of us have it, like I feel like good internet isn't as well. We should fucking know by playing Smash Online, but good internet rather isn't really common. I feel like not a ton of people have it.
Sure.
So I'm wondering, with these games that are 700 gigabytes big,
it's 10
are people gonna bother? Because I remember when GTA 5 came out, people were like, "Yo, it's gonna take me a week to download." And that was what, like 100 gigabytes?
Yeah, but there's also the appeal as well. And this is kind of a thing I was talking about with a couple people in my chat a couple days ago, where how the whole working at home, people who were not really worried about the internet at home, people who weren't home a lot because of work, whatever, they were forced to get better internet. Like the average person now has a higher tier of internet from their local provider because out of necessity, work. So, and plus, you know, when the PS5 comes out, no one's gonna really want to be going to a GameStop, and even if they did, they're not gonna want to be like, they'd rather just stay at home, ordering everything. I mean, that's what I'm getting from a lot of people that I've talked to about this very topic. Is it just seems that the digital one is more appealing given the circumstances than it otherwise would be.
Sure.
Given the current, given the whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like at some point too, the other big reason why I'm not going for the disc drive one is, Sony did this a lot during the PS4 generation. There were so many really cool special edition consoles and bundles that I feel like at some point there's going to be some cool collection edition like Final Fantasy PS5 or God of War PS5, and that will most likely be one that has a disc drive. And so I'm kind of just like waiting for that too. I'm like, well, I don't necessarily need two that are going to have a disc drive. And again, there's no real rush for it because I'm not getting rid of my PS4 tomorrow. Though I understand, like, if you are getting rid of it, then you would want one with a disc drive. But
yeah, well, basically, I mean, like from what I was reading and stuff, the digital edition is harder to get. They're like making less of them because usually on initial shipments they sell out anyway. So they're obviously trying to get like the more expensive one to be like sold more because no matter what during holidays they're all gonna sell out. That's like so far I've heard a lot of people and even like websites reporting this that like the digital one is like so much harder to find.
I wonder, can you import a PS5? Because that would be my bet. Like I didn't bother doing pre-orders. I figured I would import one, and then if it's region free, just get the digital one and then log in with your US PSN.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because then you don't have to worry about like if you're going to get a pre-order or not. You'll get one. It might be a little more expensive, obviously, but you get a couple games or something, and you're going to import something else anyway. Might as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, let's start by talking about games because there's a lot of games that got announced in this PS5 showcase. Do you guys just want to go in order? Shofu, I'll give you the link to the PS5
quick
thing, and we'll
You said what?
pull it up.
Oh, my bad.
I was just saying I'll pull up the link for Shofu so we can have the PS5 thing. We can go in order.
I didn't watch it, and I've heard nothing about the event. So I don't have shit to say. What did they show?
Well, let's talk about it. So they opened with Final Fantasy 16.
Okay, I know about that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, Zeph, you were tweeting about this actually. So you don't like the visual style right now. You're not feeling it.
I just think because it's very early in development. I just thought it looked sort of ugly.
And I agree with you.
They're gonna fix that. Like they reused the Titan animation from 15 in this trailer. So I'm assuming everything is fucking placeholder. But other than the visuals, the music and the voice acting and the way the plot's going, it all seems very good. And I'm excited.
Yeah, it seems more like a classic fantasy type Final Fantasy game. It's cool.
Something that is also, I think, quite exciting about this game is I believe the director of Devil May Cry 5 is working on this game, working on the combat for this game.
So is the guy that does Dragon Dogma is doing the combat too.
Yeah.
And the director of the game is the guy who saved Final Fantasy 14.
He's the producer or something, director producer. I don't know, but yeah, the Final Fantasy 14 developer is probably the most solid Final Fantasy developer. So this game's shaping up to be good.
Yeah,
it sounds like there's no confirmation on this, but it sounds like he got the composer from 14 to work on 16's music too.
Nice, good.
Which would be really good because that game's music is godlike. You should listen if you haven't. And they're friends, so it makes sense. It could also be the Final Fantasy 12 composer though. It's either one of them. I'm not sure. We'll see. I hope
the music in 12 is great though. So
yeah, I'd just rather have soundtracks.
So is this? I'm not like as well versed in the realm of Final Fantasy as a lot of other people, but I'm curious. Like, is this an Ivalice game? Is this in the world of 12 and 14, or is this going to be in like a different area? Is there any tease in this trailer that maybe goes in one direction or the other?
No, there's not really anything. Dang. It just looks like it's going back to old school style.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. Going back to the old, like medieval, like old school type of a.
Pretty much like 14. It's pretty much 14's setting.
Well, it's cool too to see like the older looking armors. Like there's the one little portion of the trailer where he's fighting a guy that kind of looks like Cecil from FF6, and it's like, oh man, this looks incredible in HD. So.
Well, it's cool. Like it looks like some of the combat like involves like people like fusing with summons. Like you'll see like a character with like one of the fire dudes' arm, like a giant fire arm, stuff like that. Like that's what fans I heard were saying. That like it looks like it has something to do with like the traditional summons we know, like fusing with people, and it can be really cool.
Well, the other weird thing is too that seemed to be the premise of that Agnes philosophy thing that dropped a couple years ago, where they had that tech demo that Square made. And they were like, we swear this isn't for Final Fantasy. And then now we got the trailer for this. And it's like, oh, it was clearly for Final Fantasy. Oh, I misspoke. It's Cecil from 4. You're right. Yeah, I misspoke. Yeah. I said Final Fantasy 6, but it's 4.
One thing that's interesting, it's probably just because the producers, the Final Fantasy 14 guy, but they referred to, I forget which enemy it was in the trailer, but they called it an icon, which is something that a race of people in 14 say.
It seems pretty heavily implied it's the same world as 14, at least in some sentences.
I don't think it is.
Wasn't there a speculation that it was going to be like it's one of the shards?
It could be a shard of 14, but definitely not Eorzea.
What is it? What is a shard of 14?
So
there's like
a really short version in FF14 is that there's kind of like 14 multiverses. So
yeah. This might just be one of them.
There's 14 shards basically, each one's its own universe. Got it.
Yeah. Well, there's
FF14
13
primarily takes place in like the main primary shard.
Right on.
That's how you stretch out content.
Hell yeah. Play FF14, free up to level 60.
I do also wonder, looking at this, because I feel like maybe this was a big reason why they went back to that classic style. It looks very inspired by The Witcher. Did anybody
Probably.
else feel that from looking at the trailer?
In what way?
Just like the visual style of it, like the
way
gradients,
he was,
color
like-
palette, everything.
Yeah, the way he was like wielding his sword and using magic reminded me of Geralt's animations.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that it probably will because Yoshida's, he loves it, but I'm really hoping this game brings back the job system.
Has it not been in the recent? Oh, I guess no, it wasn't in 15.
Yeah, no, everyone's just like chosen.
All right, weird. Well, console exclusive, PS5, Final Fantasy 15.
What you mean?
Also coming to PC. Pretty cool.
Didn't it say console exclusive for a limited time, or am I thinking of a different game?
Yeah, it's a limited time.
It's gonna be the same thing with 15. It'll come to Xbox.
My just to add on to PS5 discussion, kind of, I think what I'm gonna do actually is wait on the PS5 and then pick up like a limited edition FF16 PS5.
There you
So
go.
I think that might look sick. And I definitely don't wanna wait a year for the exclusivity to drop off
No.
of
Right.
PS5.
Well, the thing is, it's console exclusivity though. So if you have a PC, which I know you do, you could
Oh,
always
wait,
play it
so-
on PC too.
Okay, if it comes out on then yeah.
PC, it'll take a while because that's what Square's been doing recently with all their Final Fantasy ports.
I think I might just get the PS5. I've also never fucking owned a limited edition console, so this is my excuse.
Hold on, then. There you go. There you go. So after FF16, we got another little trailer gameplay segment for Miles Morales, looking really, really nice. You get a little walk through Harlem. You get some gameplay. I mean, it looks like Spider-Man.
That's exactly what it's like, Rogers base.
That's right. I'm making conversation. Everyone's quiet. I'm trying to bring up these
In
things.
my
Spider-Man is sick, bro.
no, what I was gonna say is before that trailer, in my head I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get a PS5, for Demon Souls, for Spider-Man. Those are the clean games I think are gonna be coming out. And then I found out it's coming to PS4. I'm like, oh, I don't really need to buy a launch PS4 anymore.
Launch
I can
PS5,
just
yes.
go- or launch PS5 anymore.
Yeah. That's how I felt too. Yeah.
I think that's good though.
Oh,
Pro consumer, weirdly pro consumer. Same with I saw Horizon is going to PS4 too.
Yeah, it's Horizon, Sackboy, and Spider-Man that are cross-gen.
Horizon, the sequel for Horizon
Yeah,
is
the
going to be on
sequel.
PS4?
Yeah, it's going
Yeah.
to PS4.
What?
Yeah,
They're not
yeah,
urging you to buy a PS5 at all. It's
Yeah,
really
that would-
weird.
That seems like a game that would need to be on PS5.
Yeah, it's like people were like weirded out. Like they were
Mm.
saying these games, like because like Sony for a long time was like, oh, and this is it. Like we're all moving our stuff to next gen. Then I guess they maybe they backpedaled. I don't know. Did Roger mute himself?
I was chewing. Sorry, I didn't want to be
Oh,
chewing into the microphone.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay.
Nah, fuck it. Just do it
Um,
next time.
If you want to do it
game.
next time, I'll do it next time. So then, anyway, there was some Harry Potter game we don't need to talk about, some Call of Duty game we don't need to talk about, another trailer for Resident Evil, looking pretty good.
They're showing more of that at TGS.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Wow. Of Resident Evil?
Yeah, they said it's a 2-hour presentation for Resident Evil 8.
Oh my God! Wow.
But it's probably gonna be like 30 minutes on weapons.
I'm
30
interested in
minutes
that though,
on, environment.
Yeah,
because 2 hours of the leak. Well, the thing that leaked this game, like the person that leaked this game, said that development wasn't going well. So I wonder why they're doing a 2-hour presentation.
no, I think he had said that about RE4 remake. Wasn't that
you're
the
right.
thing?
It was
Yeah,
RE4
yeah. Yeah, the guy was
8 is
saying-
going well.
Yeah, he's saying 8's looking amazing, but that people should be worried for RE4 remake because it's the team
Yeah,
that did
yeah,
RE3 remake. So clearly, those guys I don't know, they got an issue clearly.
Wait, I didn't even know RE4 remake got announced already.
No, it didn't. It didn't. But it's
Oh.
one of those things that we all basically know of internally. And this guy's basically the guy who leaks everything about Capcom, and he was just saying how
I just
RE4 is troubled.
I just double checked. It's 2 hours for all of Capcom. It's not
All of
RE.
Capcom.
And we know 30
shit.
minutes of that's going to be Monster Hunter. We'll get to that a little bit
And
later.
we know about 10 of that will be dedicated to Dan. Woo!
Yeah, they're gonna say here's the shit you didn't ask for that you gotta wait for 2 years for again.
You mentioned Dan. I'm curious. Do you think we're gonna get a Street Fighter 6 announced there?
Oh no,
Hell no.
Nah,
That's the whole reason we're getting
they've
Dan.
still got, yeah, there's still stuff coming for Street Fighter 5, so they're not announcing anything with
Got it.
Capcom said, "Here's Championship Edition," and then fucking
Yeah,
Ono got
we have
fired.
the list of what they're showing. It's
Do we know if
Street
anything
Fighter
already
5,
finished?
and then they're showing Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2, and then they're showing DMC 5, and then they're showing RE8.
Yeah, they're pretty much showing only stuff we haven't been told about already.
Wasn't there a rumor that Street Fighter 6 is like getting restarted?
Yeah, so well,
They
basically-
threw Ono out?
Probably why Ono got
yeah,
thrown off the
I
fucking.
thought there was a
That
rumor
makes
that
sense,
like,
yeah.
Ono
Yeah.
got thrown out of the room and they're starting over without him.
yeah. Because basically, it was supposed to be announced at this year's Capcom tour sometime this year, and then like they did some tests internally. Apparently, like Ono wanted some kind of tag team mechanic, wasn't shaping up well, so obviously they booted him, and that's why they added this extra season pass to Street Fighter. So like, okay, have a team just work on 5 extra characters while we just continue to rework SF6 because they know they got to nail that one out of that. So yeah, it's gonna be lit.
I'd also argue that's why Makoto's not in that last wave of characters, is because they're saving her for the SF6 reveal.
Yep.
I can see that. Yep.
Bring my boy T-Hawk back, please.
Talk to them. Talk to them.
Where's C Viper at? Where's she
That's
at?
all.
Where the fuck
That's
is
fine.
C Viper?
No, she's over there, bro.
Where?
I want
She's
them
over
to
there.
bring back Abel, bro.
I'm telling
Who?
you where she is.
My Abel's pretty clean too.
Whatever happened to
miss
Crimson
Abel.
Viper? Why did they never bring her back?
She's over there.
Because they're a bunch of hoes.
What?
Who? Sea Viper?
Yeah.
Viper's
Well,
a
they
hoe?
said-
They
At the
said
very
here
least,
have
she's-
a. They said
at the
have
very
a
least, she's
Cammy
also Marvel free.
reskin.
Wasn't
She's
she
a hoe.
in? She was in Marvel vs. Capcom, wasn't she?
Yes.
The third one?
Infinite? She's not an infinite.
She's not an infinite.
No, Ultimate. She's
in
an
Marvel
Ultimate,
free.
isn't it?
Yeah, she's an ultimate.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. So she's been in something at least. Then we got Deathloop, a whole thing about Deathloop being a PS5 exclusive, and then now today we find out that Xbox is buying Bethesda. But I guess that's still intact. Like I guess
Yeah.
Deathloop is still going to be PS5 console exclusive, but it's going to be owned by Microsoft, which is real weird.
Probably. It would be really fucked up if it wasn't exclusive anymore. That'd be
Yeah.
hilarious.
That would be if they, because they've been spending so much time on that game in Sony conferences for like 3 of these now. That would be weird. Anyway, so special edition DMC5 coming out launch day.
Yes,
Looks
sir. Looks so sick. There's
Play
turbo
character.
mode
Yep.
and Virgil.
Yeah.
Oh, bro. And
Is
Is
the
that
fucking,
going to be DLC if you own the
the-
original game?
no, so it's not coming to the. It's coming to the base consoles at a later date, and so far they
Oh.
said no plans for PC. So
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay.
But like PCs had turbo mode in Virgil since day one because we have
Yeah.
modders.
yeah, exactly.
But we don't have ray tracing, so
Yeah, so looks so sick.
Then we got a new Oddworld game, Five Nights at Freddy's. Want to
Yeah,
talk
that was
about that,
weird.
Mike, at all?
That was really random.
That was fucking weird, dude.
So what
Uh,
was that exactly? Is it like a new adventure, or is it like
I don't
a fun
fucking
actual
know.
Five Nights at Freddy's
It's
game?
Who
it's a
actually
new
knows?
game. They've been teasing it for the past year. We've only gotten like artwork for it, so this is our first time actually seeing like in-engine footage. I wish they showed gameplay, but it's nice to see like full 3D environments for the series.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what you even do in that.
I've never played it. I'm never going to.
It's
play
like
it.
Star Fox Guard, right? Where you're like looking at cameras and then you're starting
Yeah,
to attack people.
It changes from game to game.
So
One
when
there was
you
like
say
an RPG one
gameplay-
time.
Is there actually gameplay?
Yeah, there's gameplay.
what in
Yeah, I
Five
don't
Nights?
know.
What is Five Nights
Yeah.
at Freddy gameplay?
Five Nights is all gameplay.
What do you
Not-
do?
yeah, I
It
don't
has-
know. No idea.
It's just like you like watch stuff on cameras and you like close doors and you close traps.
I
And
think it's fair to just
That don't
essentially
sound
say
like
it's
gameplay
tower
to me.
defense.
It's what?
It's tower defense, but like it's you. You're the tower.
Yeah,
You're
it-
the tower.
you just like gather information, try and make decisions based on that.
It's actually an interesting way to like describe it. I've never heard it.
It does like
That's
Five
totally
Nights.
right. Yeah.
It has interesting gameplay. It's not shit. It's pretty
Oh, I
cool.
was never saying that.
But we don't know.
No, I'm
we
not
don't know what
saying
this
you're
new
saying
one's
it's
gonna be.
shit. I'm just saying because a lot of people write it off.
Yeah. Well, something else that doesn't look like shit is Demon Souls coming to PS5. Holy
Oh,
What a
that,
segue.
that trailer
Look
was
at this
definitely shit.
It was- what?
Bro, that
What?
trailer where he's walking in a straight line, hitting people one time and killing them. What the
Oh,
fuck was that?
Demon
shit?
Soul.
Oh, sure. I thought you meant the like
I
actual
didn't.
visuals
Did,
itself.
did
I'm like,
you hear what I
gorgeous.
said?
What are
I
you
said
talking
the
about?
yeah, no, I didn't say nothing about that.
Oh, okay.
The trailer was some bullshit. What the fuck was that trailer?
Well, what are they gonna do though? They're not gonna like show a character walking into a room and immediately getting killed for the trailer. Like they want to at least lure some people in.
Yeah,
I'm excited as hell for that game because
Looks
I've been
insane.
replaying Dark Souls 3, and that game is clean. So I really just want to get my hands on Demon Souls. I've never played that game before, and the remake's looking nice.
Right on.
It's funny how like Demon Souls is the one that's pure PS5 exclusive, and Spider-Man isn't.
Well, I mean,
That's
they
weird
need to
too
have a-
because
they need
Demon
to have
Souls
a
was
PS5
like
one.
Demon Souls was like coming to PC, and then they were like, no, it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure it
I
will
don't
at some
know.
point.
I
I
don't
mean,
know what the
Sony,
deal with that
Sony
is.
even said at the end of this generation, they've been saying that they want to bring over all of their first-party stuff to PC.
Maybe,
So
but we still
it wouldn't
don't. We still don't have
surprise
Bloodborne on PC.
It'll happen eventually. It just seems like the kind of thing they're eventually going to drop. I think right now it seems like that's kind of a draw of that PS Plus stuff. How they have like now you get basically a Sony Game Pass with PlayStation Plus. But the weird thing about this, and correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they already have this and then they took it away? Like when they first started PS Plus, wasn't there like a Vita library thing where you get every game, and then they just dropped it and they stopped doing it, and then they started releasing them like 2 games at a time?
I think
no.
so.
This thing isn't like a Game Pass. It's literally just here's like 20 games giving you basically, because we know a lot of people are going to convert to a digital console when they have their physicals. Like they're giving you like most of the first party PS4 games are there.
PS4, God of War. I
Yeah.
mean, there's like a lot of good stuff.
Yeah. And I think then they'll continue the usual PS Plus thing, which is like when you get your 2 games a month. But though, like, it's not like Game Pass where they're gonna expand this specific thing. It's just
Yeah.
I think it's
the
really
games
funny that
they showed were like all of
they-
the $20 games from like Walmart.
Yeah,
that
they showed Persona 5, but not Royal.
Yeah.
Right.
Battlefield 1. I was like, the fuck?
Well, yeah, the list. So the list here says Batman Arkham
Battlefield
Knight,
1 is fire
Battlefield
though, so
1,
that's fine.
Bloodborne, Days Gone, Detroit, Fallout 4, Final Fantasy 15, God of War, Infamous Second Son, Monster Hunter World, which is a pretty good get, Mortal Kombat X, Persona 5, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil 7, Last Guardian, The Last of Us Remastered, Uncharted 4, and Until Dawn. Those are the
like
games.
those are all clean
those-
games, but
Yeah, it's a good list.
I
Are
don't
those
know
games
how
you
it's
can
gonna work
download, or is that
exactly.
streaming?
It's
I'm
downloaded.
pretty sure
it's
it's-
downloaded.
Are you sure
No,
it's
not.
downloaded?
Yeah, it's down because it's not PS now. It's just these are literally just these games you can download basically.
All right. Well, there you have it. And then they dropped what we've all been waiting for. Finally, the price of the systems, with the digital console being $399 US and the PS5 with the disc drive $499 US. I'm happy that the top of the line one's only $500.
Do we know why the disc drive costs $100?
Because they can.
Because why
Yeah.
not?
That's literally it. Yeah.
That they don't have any additional thing in there. It's not stronger.
No, nothing.
No,
What a
nothing.
piece of shit.
I genuinely think it's to discourage people from buying it because they probably just want to go discless next gen.
Most likely. Yeah.
Just
But
give away
but
physical.
that's weird though, because they specifically are having the one where like they're having less of the digital editions than they are of the PS5 with discs. So it just seems weird.
So that costs that's almost $800 in Canadian.
Yep.
Dude,
big ol' one
bro,
grinder.
Broke
I
ass
want to
Canadians.
die because in Canada that's like if you wanted to buy the distance one, it's like 700, and now the game like for me here and for each full price game, especially with the price increase, it's $100 per fucking game.
Yep.
What the fuck?
That's why I'm open about being on the 7 seas on my boat.
Yeah, I'll come
downloading
with you,
games.
man.
Looking for the One
Just
Piece.
say R, bro. Just go R.
You're gonna go find the One Piece.
Put that eye patch on,
Yeah.
Is that
bro.
what I'm hearing, Zeb?
Yep.
I'm going with
That
him.
boy
I'm
looking
going
for
with him.
shanks.
I'm not
I'm
paying
aboard and
$100
sailing
for
along.
the game.
Trying to kill Kaido?
You gonna go kill Kaido? I gotta say though, hold on. I want to bring this up. I didn't watch a lot of reactions at the PS5 showcase thing because I had done my own, but I went in my sub box and I saw Shofu's, And the first 5 minutes, it was the FF16 trailer, and they get to the point where like the kid is transforming in FF16, and Shofu goes, "Is that my boy Marco the Phoenix?" I appreciated it. I liked it. Thank you.
I'll be out here, man.
I like it. One Piece, man. Someone in the chat said, "Are you looking for the one PC?"
Get him out.
Nah, dog, I got
That's
2.
bars.
Dang. Yeah. And then the last thing they show is a Metroid Prime 4-esque teaser with the logo for the next God of War game, God of War Ragnarok.
Wait, what?
No, it does say
There's a new
20.
God of War?
Yeah,
Wait, are you serious?
Sure.
next year.
I haven't seen a single post on. I'm on
What?
Twitter, and I know.
Oh.
Hello?
Because there was no like,
missed it?
all it was like the logo fading.
Yeah,
in.
they just showed the logo with a little bit of music.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It said the logo and then 2021 comes out next
Y'all
year.
made me think I fucking missed like a
Gameplay
trailer.
demo.
No. You didn't miss a trailer. They just
What
announced
the
it
fuck
coming.
happened?
No.
You
But,
missed as much as we saw as much as we've seen about Metroid Prime 4.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So here's
I
my
did
thing,
wonder,
right?
though- Go ahead, Fidel.
I was gonna say like, because I know Tito was saying it was gonna be like a sequel. What if, because this is next year? That seems really fast. Do you think that
Right.
this is maybe like a Miles Morales thing where it's like a
Yes.
shorter
No,
game?
no, I think it's
You
a
think it's cool?
again the diaries and the this is my favorite game ever. So like I've been
Yeah.
trying to read everything, watching everything.
Sure.
And so what happened was that while they were developing the first game, they were writing it and they were reading it or researching it. And basically what happened was that they halfway through they were like, "Yo, wait, hold on. We're throwing all this Norse shit in here, but we're writing the second game." So they already wrote the second game and then they wrote the first game. So they wrote backward. So as soon as they were done with the with the first game, they went and immediately started working on the second game because they didn't have to write it. They just immediately started working. So they knew
Right.
exactly what to do.
Why?
So-
I'm not a writer at all, but that sounds like
Well, they
hard
talk
to
about
do.
it on that, what's it, like
The
Rising
documentary,
Kratos or
right?
whatever? What's the name of the
Yeah.
documentary?
I think that's its name. Yeah, raising
Raising
Kratos.
Kratos.
Raising
Raising
Kratos or
watched
something?
it.
Yeah, but they talk about it during that. Yeah.
Yeah, where they were basically were writing the end of the story first, which is
Yeah.
not that's not crazy at all. A lot of people do. So, like, what's crazy about God of War is that whole story they didn't even add the fact that Atreus' name is Loki until like damn near the end of the game. like until
yeah,
the damn
no,
near the end.
Yeah, literally it's the credits. Yeah, it's over the credits. You beat the
No. I
final
mean,
boss.
literally, when they were working on the
Development
game,
wise, yeah.
development-wise,
Oh.
at the beginning of the game, he just didn't. He was like, yeah, whatever. And at the end, they were like, wait, that should be his name. That would be crazy. Like it was crazy. Like, so I think it's going to be a full game, especially the fact that how well the game runs on PS4.
Mm.
I think it'll run even better on PS5, considering that they already have developed a lot of the tech. Because a lot of that game, development-wise, went to literally only the axe and making sure the axe worked.
You're right. Yeah.
So they got
So
that
it's
figured
like
out.
it would be fair to compare it to Breath of the Wild, where all they focused on was the physics and map. So Breath of the Wild 2 is gonna go crazy because of the story and shit.
Of course.
Right.
That's gonna be insane though. If next year is Breath of the Wild 2 and God of War sequel up against
Oh
each
my
other, I mean
God,
that's gonna be an
Well, I
excellent
think-
year for games.
I think
Plus, all the stuff
20
that got delayed this year.
I think 2021 is shaping up to be one of the best years in gaming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This year's already sick. Like if you think
With the amount of games that got pushed into 2021, and then
Oh,
all the announcements that have
Isn't
been
Metroid
made.
like
Metroid Prime
supposed
4,
to-
sure, we could get that.
It's in the
Bayonetta
void.
we have
Right.
fucking Bayonetta, we have
Yeah.
Zelda, we have God of War, we have
New
I assume
mainline
Demon
Pokemon,
Souls
most likely. Probably.
is a launch title, so it's right. Demon Souls is a launch title, right?
Demon Souls is
Yeah,
a launch title, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
never
Ayo.
mind. I thought it was coming out next year.
But you know, speaking of Breath of the Wild 2, we of course did get another announcement for a new Zelda.
Yes,
Breath of the
yes,
Wild game, Hyrule Warriors,
Yo.
Hey,
Age of
beautiful,
Calamity.
Vera. Thank you. Yes. So something that got announced
New host?
randomly on a Tuesday morning. Hey, if you want to do it, Vera, I'm all fine with it. That's fine.
That's
Yeah, I
that's your
figured.
job.
That's my. I was like, you can take it, but I don't think you want it. But yeah, so Age of Calamity got announced randomly on a Tuesday morning. The sequel to Hyrule Warriors, is now something that's going to be a canon Zelda game. It's going to fill in what happened during the
That's
Age
the
of
only
Calamity.
reason I'm interested in that game. That's the
And
only
that's
Yeah.
why it's gonna sell so much, bro. That's why.
I think it's really smart too that they made the game look
is very
exactly
smart.
like Breath of the Wild. I mean, it looks like it's in the engine.
That-
If it's
I
not,
think it is.
Yeah.
I think it is.
yeah. So the
I
fact
doubt
you're going to
that.
be playing is these
There's no
I
way.
champions.
don't think it's in the engine of Breath of the Wild.
It is
so?
way easier to copy
Okay.
the art. No, it's way
No,
easier
they
to copy the art
definitely are just
style
using the models.
than
Yeah,
it is to
Oh,
copy the
yeah,
engine.
Mm.
they definitely just have the models and lighting.
Yeah.
Well,
you
they got the models and lighting down pat. I mean, it looks perfect. So
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
sure Nintendo has their hand in this more
Oh, yeah.
than any other Koei Tecmo Warriors game.
yeah. Well, this Hyrule Warriors sequel is a prequel to Breath of the Wild. It goes and takes place during the Age of Calamity. So the thing we only saw flashbacks of, we're going to witness the death of the champions. That should be pretty cool. And I'm just extremely excited for this. It comes out in November. Comes out very, very soon. Seems like this is going to be their big holiday game. And the Zelda team is behind it. Looks like Aonuma's been working really closely with the team over at Koei Tecmo. And yeah, man, it looks amazing. It looks really, really good.
I think it's really interesting that the genre actually fits Breath of the Wild's this part of the story.
Yeah.
Like
Right, because the war.
I normally don't like the genre at all, but it's fitting for the story. It's really good
Yeah.
because you're playing as cracked out Link and all of the champions that are like not Link that's slept for 100 years. It's Link that's been fighting this whole time.
So I'm
Nice.
wondering. So I haven't played the original Hyrule Warriors, but I'm kind of wondering. There's probably going to be like bits in between the fights and the like.
Sure.
I'm just kind of wondering what they're going to be doing with that. I mean, again, I don't really know the gameplay loop of Hyrule Warriors,
So I actually will fill you in on that. I am a big Warriors fan. I mean, especially this generation. I mean, I played a lot of Fire Emblem Warriors. I put like 100-something hours on Hyrule Warriors on Wii U, and I just recently beat Pirate Warriors 4 to completion. So like, I love these games. My guess is what's going to happen is the story mode of the game will be exactly what we're expecting, like the Age of Calamity stuff with the old champions, as Zeph put it, cracked out Link, Zelda, and whatever that baby guardian character looking thing is. That's probably a little playable guardian that you play as.
Something bad is gonna happen to that thing, bro.
Yeah.
Because outside of the main story mode in all these Warriors games, there's always like a free mode, or like it's called Treasure Log in
Yeah.
Fire Warriors, or like it's history mode in Fire Emblem. But there's always like a side mode. And Hyrule Warriors even had this too with the like the old Zelda map.
Maps, right? Yeah, when they
My
were doing
guess
that from the
Is
games.
that because obviously you can't just have like 6 characters in this game, the champions, Zelda, and Link. I mean, there's going to have to be more characters in the game than that, because that's a big reason. Like it's what the Warriors games are known for.
I had
and
this
have to be
conversation with
gigantic.
Mike yesterday,
And so
where we were saying like the characters have to be. Do you think the characters have to be canon, or
well, here's what I think they're going to do, because this goes back to the gameplay loop thing that Viram was asking about. Is I
Yeah.
think the history mode for this is going to be present day Breath of the Wild, and you're going to get Sidon, you're going to get all the other big champions in the history mode. You unlock them in free mode to then eventually use them in story mode. But because that's sort of how it works in like Fire Emblem Warriors, you've got characters that you unlock in the history mode that then you can use in story mode later on, or like the free logs. And One Piece does the exact same thing, where you go through the story and you're playing as like the Straw Hats in that time. But if you're playing treasure mode, you can actually unlock the other characters and then use them in the main story mode. So that's my guess. I think the characters that aren't part of the Age of Calamity that are still in the Breath of the Wild universe will most likely be in that free mode.
Yeah, like I doubt the roster will be like as crazy extensive as Hyrule Warriors, like Definitive Edition. But I do think they'll have like like you said, like the characters from the main game of Breath of the Wild. And I'm sure a few surprises, because it would be cool to see like, I don't know, someone like Skull Kid or something in the style of Breath of the Wild would look really sick.
Well, Young Impa's for sure going to happen. I mean, we're
also-
going to get Young Impa. Yeah.
if they went with only canon shit, we like I said yesterday, we talked about this. They would have like no characters.
That was the issue. Like, I don't know.
Well,
like,
I mean, you could do
You would have the
cats. You could do like
champions,
cats with
you
the
would have-
accordion and stuff. You could have
no. I'm saying if they went with, like, if there weren't
One set in 100 years
if it was set in the actual setting, so there would be no cast, no Sidon.
Right.
you have like
You would
the
have-
king and
You'd have the king, the champions, maybe the Zora King, the Blights, I guess, and
Sure.
maybe someone like Pura.
yeah, and
yeah,
maybe the
Young
Yiga
Impa.
clan leader.
Young
yeah,
Impa. Yeah.
Mm.
Or
and
a
that's
Lionel.
pretty much it.
Oh yeah, a playable Lionel would be.
Or
cool.
we
Well,
could
the
get
Lionel
playable
looks like
enemy.
it's a boss though. Yeah.
Dude, they
Yeah.
gotta make a Guardian like playable, please, in the free mode. Like,
That's what I
please.
think the little baby thing is that's on the cover
Egg,
that people have been
yeah.
talking about. I bet you that's the playable Guardian.
It's
No, I
gonna
know,
be
but
like
I
an
was-
uncorrupted guardian or
Right,
something.
right.
But it would be sick if like you could in the free mode unlock like a regular fucking sick Guardian and just fucking follow around people
That
around
would be
late.
awesome.
That'd be sick. They have to.
It's like, well, I mean, again, I don't know how many people have played Pirate Warriors, but like when you beat the game and you go to the free mode, you can unlock Kaido and Big Mom. And it's like, it's just a joke. Like you basically run through these maps and you're just killing everybody. Like, and it's really, really fun. Obviously it's broken. You can't have it in the main story, but I could see them doing something like that with the Guardian. If you're just running around the map, shooting lasers and one-shotting everybody, it'd be pretty neat.
Good
The
evening,
other thing
Gareth.
though, if they're obviously working very closely with the Zelda team on this, I also feel like maybe if the story is going to reveal something else about the story of Breath of the Wild 2, like something that maybe existed in the past that we didn't know about in the first Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
I could maybe see them doing like a Breath of the Wild 2 character in this.
I was gonna say I had the idea of, have you played Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know the Remind shit? Do you know how they added Yuzora?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
sure.
wondering if, as like a secret character, we could get the good Gerudo male that was in the legend.
Oh, dude, that'd be
That'd be
sick.
sick. I would love that. Yeah.
And I wonder if
get-
like the game could end with like a maybe like like a mission that takes place like right after, just to tie into Breath of the Wild 2, like just like a final mission that takes place like right between the events of 1 and Breath of the Wild 2. That'd be sick.
That'd be really cool.
Because they definitely, it could be we don't, it's pretty heavily implied that the fucking wrinkly corpse is evil and also Ganon.
Right.
But it could just be the good Ganon that got sealed away as well, but it's probably not.
I mean, that'd be a good plot twist, right? If in that original trailer we all think it's Ganondorf, and then actually the reason they went down there was to revive the old hero of the Gerudo and to have him on their side. I mean, that'd be cool.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Well, either way, I mean, the game looks fantastic. I'm really genuinely excited for it. Came out of nowhere. Comes out, November 16th or something?
Yeah, November 5th. Yeah, or that week that they always release.
And then by the time we do our next Japan time, there will have been a presentation that happens during Tokyo Game Show week in which we get a 50-minute presentation about this game, which is unbelievable. It's happening.
It can't be like a presentation. It has to be treehouse people sitting around playing the game.
I assume it's
Well,
like
that's my
50
guess.
talking, and then they'll go through like a mission. Like I'm sure a mission takes like
Nah,
15,
they're-
20 minutes.
They're gonna spend 20 minutes showing us the menus.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we'll have like one mission, like you guys said, and that'll be it. And then they're talking for a little bit. But again, it's a 50-minute long thing. It's happening 10 p.m. Japan time on Friday, I want to say. And then so it'll be Thursday our time, 6 a.m. Pacific time. So it's like weird timing, 9 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday. But look forward to that. It's also very odd that the Japanese accounts have all announced it, and Nintendo's already announced that it's going to be happening on that day, but they haven't given the time yet. So it's odd. I'm
See, I
sure we're
wonder
going to get
if-
an announcement the next day or two from Nintendo about the exact thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if they're gonna prepare like an English version of a presentation we can watch, because like in the main English presentation it ends with saying next update on September 26th. So I don't know. Should be fun. Let's go.
Yeah. Should be good. Also on the topic of Nintendo, since the last show, there was a Nintendo Direct Mini got announced, like a day and a half before? They eventually decided, okay, we're going to drop it. The Nintendo Direct Mini, most of us, I think, expected nothing based on the previous partner showcases. Are you snoring at Monster Hunter?
Huh?
Who's snoring at Monster Hunter? Who
Snoring at
dares?
Monster Hunter.
It's
How dare
Warcraft.
you?
Oh, my bad. Was it just Monster Hunter they showed?
No,
Oh, no, you were talking about like
yeah,
Monster
yeah,
Hunter
yeah, look
Rise
at you.
and
Yeah,
Monster
look
Hunter
at you.
Stories.
Yeah, look at you.
No. I heard the snore. I thought somebody was snoring that they don't like Monster Hunter.
No. You said Nintendo Direct Mini, and that's
Oh,
when
right.
I started snoring.
Oh, and you started. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. That makes
Not
sense.
Monster Hunter specifically, but the whole thing.
Mini
in general.
partner showcase.
Well, we got
Fucking
Ori
was.
coming to Switch. We got a collector's edition of Ori coming to Switch. That's kind of cool. Disguise.
They
sequel
also
coming.
shadow dropped it, which was very weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was not
Yeah.
expecting them to give the Rivals of Aether character their own game.
Okay.
And
No.
yeah, Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Rise looks amazing to me. I mean,
yeah.
it looks like what I wanted the next game to be.
Yeah.
I love the Japanese setting. I love the little Palamutes.
Hey, wait, I was memeing about Rivals, but like that's actually coming out.
Oh,
Definitive Edition is actually coming out.
Oh, is it?
24.
Yeah. 24th.
Oh,
Coming to the Switch.
Rivals of Aether for Switch. I didn't
Definitive
know that.
Edition with
Neat.
Tetherball, an April Fool's joke made real.
Neat.
So I overslept, but hello, because I want to talk about Monster Hunter. So
Overslept,
Come on
you
in.
said.
Welcome,
Yeah.
dude.
What
so
time is it where you
Monster
live,
Hunter.
man?
oh wait, what?
What time
This
is it where
man
you
heard
live,
us
bro?
say Monster Hunter and just rose from the
No,
grave.
no.
No, he was here when you were talking about Zelda.
Yeah, I was
I'm
just
just trying to
waiting,
find out
no.
what time it is where McDerrick lives at this current time.
I mean, it's 10:35.
So what you woke up just now?
Yeah.
Hey,
What the
hey,
fuck?
hold on. No bashing quarantine sleep schedules.
Quarantine sleep schedules? No.
Sleep?
No.
We're sleeping now?
No. We can
Who
sleep.
sleep?
Y'all can sleep. I don't sleep. But the thing
Yeah.
is,
I need sleep. So I went
this
to
man
sleep.
woke up at 10:30.
Yeah. I tried to take a nap and passed out, so I slept.
This man
It's
said
fine.
quarantine
God.
sleep schedules.
It's not fine.
I mean, have we got the Xbox yet?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
Nope.
No. No, we
Okay.
didn't talk
We're not
about
gonna.
that stuff.
We're gonna get there later, but I
Good joke.
I had to stay up till 11 to pre-order that, so I need to sleep anyway.
You had to stay until
Anywho.
11 to pre-order what? An Xbox? There's no
Bro,
way they
an
sold
Xbox
out.
isn't gonna run out.
There's no way they sold out.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. Don't worry about
Xbox
it.
is
I
not
just-
gonna sell
I gotta
out.
stay up, so don't worry about it.
I just don't understand that sentence.
And to
I mean, you,
pre-order
don't
your
have to
Xbox.
you don't have to understand. Just know. That's
All right,
what I'm
man,
doing.
what you trying to
Anyway,
tell us, bro?
Monster Hunter Rise actually looks sick because actually I really liked Monster World at first, but there's something about World. I can't really put my finger on it, but it just I don't know. I don't really have a drive to play World again. Like I probably sooner would play Generations again.
Okay.
And it's just really weird because I think World isn't. I don't think it's a bad game, obviously, but it's just like I don't know. It doesn't. Something doesn't feel right, and I can't really put my finger on what. But I'm very excited for Rise that takes elements from World and then mix it with like what seems to be a more standard Monster Hunter.
So the thing that I wasn't really sure about, I haven't had a chance to like watch video breakdowns, but I'm sure you probably know more than anybody else here. What are the things they took from World that are going to be present in Rise, and like what
So
are the things
there's,
that are, new, that are more traditional?
There's
Open
no
areas.
loading areas, so like the entire map is just open, and then which is a really big thing on like
Yeah, on Switch.
World did.
Yeah.
But the look of it is they took away. I think World. What I hear a lot of people say, World has a lot of extra stuff around the map because it can be big to just make it big. It seems like Rise takes a lot of that away, and it's more like the portable games where there's less stuff on the map, so it's more focused. Then they add in the fact of the wire bugs.
You
which
can
is like-
schmoove.
Yeah, it's like an upgraded
That
clutch
looks
claw.
so fun.
Yeah. Like
But even
Spider-Man.
then, like the wire bugs, when they're in the air, they even do like Monster Hunter Generation, like aerial style stuff for like a aerial charging great sword swing and things like that. So like the wire bugs themselves even add in like almost hunter art stuff because they one of them, the sword and shield, takes the wire bug and then swings it or like whips around his sword with it, which looks like a hunter art. So like there's a bunch of things that they took from the past two games and added to this one. Are just adding a lot more stuff you can do. Like I thought the fact that like so a big thing in Monster Hunter is when you're in co-op with more than two people, you lose the ability to take a Palico with you. But
Yeah, they
this
kept
game-
it in now. It's sick.
Yeah, you can have
Palico
4
and you
people
can
and
Palico,
everyone has a pet. No,
Right.
you pick one or the other, but yeah.
And I'm really happy about like the Breath of the Wildification because that was my biggest problem with like if you would fall, climbing to get back up somewhere was so especially in certain maps. Like the swamp map is like one of the worst designed things ever, and climbing to places there is such a bitch. So here, the fact that you could just climb through any wall to get back to like a location of like a monster like swats you downwards or something is just like that's such a sick deal for Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I'm excited for how that's gonna work. Also I think it's really sick. Don't get me wrong. I'm also a little worried because I have a feeling that system could be what you're saying, that you're gonna get knocked down and have to climb a long way to get back to
Right,
where
yeah,
you
but
were.
I'd rather do that than walk all the way so
Looks like it
annoyingly.
takes 2 seconds to climb though.
Yeah, it looks like your climbing animation is really fast.
But my next thing is that I wonder the wire bugs are like limited because sometimes they're climbing. You notice there's bugs on the ground that seems like they pick up, and after they use them, they have
Right.
this thing to fly away. So I almost feel like you have like 4 or something, and after you use those 4, you have to find other ones to keep going. So like, I don't know. I'm just very curious.
The one thing I'm really curious about, and I think I already know the answer, but I'm gonna double check with you, is paintballs are gone still, right? You have like the little green bugs that'll track the monsters.
I hope so.
No, I'm
because
I don't know.
I thought
I
those
feel
were
like
the
paintballs
tracking
will be
bugs from
back.
World. You see them
Oh,
in
no.
the trailer for Rise,
No, honestly, I didn't notice that.
or were those just heal bugs?
Are those? Oh no, yeah, those are the healing ones. The big green orb is a healing one.
Right, but weren't the
So,
little
yeah.
tracking ones in there?
I did not notice them. Honestly, I
dang.
kind of hope
I hope-
paintballs are back. The tracking system's okay, but I kind of don't like.
I like the tracking system. I hope it's back in some way.
Yeah, I did. I like the tracking system in World too. That's why I brought it. Well, I love the art style too. I just think like the whole concept of it with like the super heavily Japanese influenced aesthetics, where you've got like the Japanese crane looking monster wyvern.
Yeah.
That looks really cool. You've got the it's like a platypus hippopotamus thing. Looks fun. When I heard the Shamisen, I thought Zenogre, like some type of new form of Zenogre, was going to be the title monster, but it's not. It's something called Magnamalo. Looks kind of neat. Yeah.
What's funny is the last game that was Japan exclusive is when Zenogre came out.
Right.
So yeah, he
Right,
definitely
right.
fits that style of a Japanese style monster. Honestly, to me, it's crazy to me that this is the first one that's actually going full on Japan inspired.
Yeah.
Even though like Portal the Third did that, so we never got that. We got 3G, which was like, the next version of it. But Portable the Third itself actually was a game that came out. And then in Monster Hunter Generations, the village from Portable the Third, the one with the hot spring in it, is in there, but we never saw that village until then. But that was a Japan exclusive game.
And apparently the chat is saying that all the monsters in this one are going to be yokai themed,
Oh, that's cool.
which is cool. Yeah. I didn't know
Yokai
that.
Watch.
Not Yokai Watch. No. Just
Yeah,
yokai
even-
like
I'm just
Japanese
excited
spirits.
for this shit to have like funny costume DLC again.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Here's hoping for some cool like Nintendo exclusive costumes. I love
Yeah,
the
like
Isabelle one.
Isabelle
Yeah.
and
say.
Link.
Or wasn't there like a Solid Snake one in one of the PSP games? It was like Solid Snake and the little Ape Escape monkeys.
There's
Yeah.
the Ape Escape I remember. That's
There's,
the only one I know.
hold on.
There was a Snake
telling
one
you.
because Metal Gear Solid 3 had Snake had the ability to fight Rathalos.
We need to
Roger,
have
you're caught up on Hunter, right?
I'm not
Oh,
for
yeah.
portable.
Here, I'm gonna spoiler this. This is a costume. Look.
Let me see this. Oh my god, that's a real costume in the game?
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yo!
They've even
That's
done one. piece
sick.
That's
before.
amazing.
What the hell is this, man?
You got
It's
gold
a
and
monster.
monster. That's
This is
amazing. I love that. That's really
Me,
cool.
bro, you love Hunter x Hunter, bro.
Don't
man,
put
that's
that on stream either because
too
that's
late.
a huge
Spoiler.
fucking
It's too late.
spoiler.
It's too late.
Spoiler, yeah,
It's
but-
too late.
Oh,
It's too late.
he already
Should have
put
told
it
me
on.
earlier.
Alright.
He already did. He
Too
already
late.
did. Out of context, that's not really right.
No, it's true. I guess not. Yeah, to be fair, I knew that he had a giant hairstyle when I played Jump Force, and then when I watched Hunter x Hunter, I was like, oh, that's what that was. So,
Yeah, I always thought that was just a form.
yeah, wow. That's really cool, actually. Though I hope they bring that back.
Yeah, they did like they've
What
done
we
collabs
need-
with so much stuff. They done
we
One
need,
Piece, they
what-
have Devil May Cry stuff. Like
Are you talking about Hunter spoilers or Monster Hunter spoilers? Wait,
That's
That's,
not a Hunter spoilers,
Hunter
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 spoilers.
Yeah.
spoiler.
They put Hunter x Hunter stuff in Monster Hunter.
but what is this a spoiler for?
Hunter x Hunter.
It's for like, I don't know. It's like out of context, it's not really a spoiler, but it's just that we've got
No, but- oh, if that's the case, I don't give a fuck. The fuck?
Well,
Wait, have you never
there's
seen
context now. There's
You've never seen
whatever.
Hunter x Hunter?
No, of course I have, but I'm saying if that's
Oh,
if
I
we're
was like, what?
if we were not trying to put this on screen because it spoils Hunter x Hunter, who gives a goddamn? This shit's old as fuck.
Well, one thing, while we're on the topic of costumes that I feel like we need to see, I would be
Hold on.
genuinely shocked if we didn't get Zacian from Pokemon as a Palamute. I truly believe we'll end up seeing that at some point.
I
You know
forgot
what we
about
need
the-
is we need Amaterasu as a Palamute, but like a special one where the grass spawns while you're running.
Oh,
That would be amazing.
Amaterasu would be sick.
Let me find this shit because this like drove me nuts. Let me find this.
There's a lot of really cool things. They could do the dog from Tales of Vesperia.
Yeah.
They could do Amaterasu is kind of like the best that I could think of. That would actually be amazing.
Look, man,
If
just make
Game
one of
Freak,
them
if Game Freak weren't dickheads, we could have got Zamazenta and Zacian, but I'm
Bro,
not sure
that's
we won't.
I think we can see him.
dude. Look at this, bro. This dude, the fucking, he literally looks like Zamazenta, 1,000%.
Oh,
What?
Look at
What were?
No?
Look at them.
No.
Did we play this? What the fuck are you talking
They
about?
look, they look similar.
No, what you're looking at like his shoulders, and you think that's part of his head. That's not part of his. He's like jumping down, and his shoulders are hunched back.
Oh, you're right. But he got, oh, fuck,
Not
bro.
his head. That's
Where am
Oh
I?
my God.
Like, he very much obviously looks like an Oni, like one of the
yeah.
masks,
Yeah.
but like the other ones I feel like aren't as obvious.
Bruh.
I'm excited.
Either way, game looks sick. And then Monster Hunter fucking Stories 2 look sick too.
Yeah, fully voiced. Both of them, by the way,
Oh,
are
wait,
fully
yo.
voiced. Very
I
interesting.
just realized now that Xenoblade's popular, we might get some Xenoblade costumes in Monster Hunter.
Oh.
We should totally get like the Aegis for the Great Sword or some shit.
No, dude, you give the cats, you do Nia, and for the dog, you do what's his face? Nia's tiger.
Drummock.
Yeah, Nia and Dromark. You could do that for the cat and the
baby.
dog.
Yeah.
That would actually be really cool.
Yeah, because there's some good mods for a world with like the Aegis that looks like fucking perfect. So just make it a thing.
Yeah, make the Nia Palico, you do a Palamute, you do the Dromark, and then
Gotta
for your
have the
actual
Monado
costume,
in
you do
there.
Rex. That'd be sick. And you have the and you have the Aegis. Oh man, I want that now.
See, the thing is, I think that would be amazing, but Nintendo hasn't really gone that hard when they've done Monster. They've done like Legend of Zelda, they've done Mario and Luigi,
Mario.
Isabel's.
they did Animal
So I feel
Crossing.
like- yeah.
I think they've done enough to the point where they would definitely like heavily support it
Yeah.
for the Switch, like a new title. I
Sure.
think they would.
So my thing is, I
Like,
really want
if this launches
Yeah.
and it doesn't have like anything Breath of the Wild in it, if Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out like anytime close, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is too, Monster Hunter traditionally, because we even talked about this, I think in the DMs, like after the thing had happened. The night before, Nintendo had their big September financial meeting, and literally every other year, like clockwork, they have one of these financial meetings in September, and they announce a Monster Hunter game at the meeting, or either just prior or just after the meeting. And they release the PDF of these meetings all the time on the official Nintendo website. You could find these. It's like nintendo.co.jp/IP or something. And they have all the PDFs for all the meetings, everything. And in the meeting, at the end of all the notes about the Mario 35th anniversary and all the things they're planning, they specifically said, we want you to tune into this live stream Nintendo Direct that's going to be happening tomorrow morning. We'll be announcing a tentpole third-party title. And so literally from that moment, I'm like, oh, it's going to be Monster Hunter. Because that's how they announced Monster Hunter 4. That's how they announced Tri. And again, you know, we get a mainline new Monster Hunter game that's going to be on Switch. That's a huge push for the system. And already Switch is like selling insanely well. This is going to be something that is absolutely a system seller in Japan and is going to sell even more Switches. And there's probably going to be a special edition of it. And it's just...
I was going to say, though, do you think this could be like the Switch Pro like game?
Well, so I saw some people speculating about that, saying that the March 26th time frame is a little strange considering it's like right at the very beginning of their next fiscal year. I don't think so. I think maybe if Switch Pro was still going to come out on schedule with, you know, without in a world without COVID. But I really truly believe if we're going to get some type of Switch Pro, that it's going to come out next holiday alongside Breath of the Wild 2.
This is super off topic, but we just talked about limited edition Switches.
Sure.
You guys seen this? This actually looks kind of cool.
Oh, the Fortnite
yeah,
one
I
in
saw this.
Canada. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So it's a
It
yellow
actually looks pretty
Joy-Con,
cool.
blue Joy-Con, and then it's got like the different Fortnite heads all over the dock. It does look pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah, Joy-Cons look dope. I would not fucking want this
The
tomato.
blue Joy-Con looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look really good. Have we talked about the Marvel Fortnite stuff and how fun it is?
You did.
Yeah.
It's still really good. They keep adding stuff to it. Now you like kill Iron Man every time you drop in the map, and you get the Iron Man weapons, and you can get like the Doctor Doom weapons. I mean, it's really genuinely fun. If you've not been playing it, I'm not really somebody who loves Fortnite, but I got
there's something funny about you playing Fortnite.
I know, but I like it. It's genuinely
I
fun.
swear we had this exact conversation last week because
Yeah,
I
we did.
mentioned the same, or not last week, the time before, because I was
I think we did because we were
talking about it as well.
But since then, they added like Iron Man and like Stark Industries and a bunch of other extra stuff too. Also, She-Hulk casting news, completely not gaming related. Tatiana Maslany is going to be She-Hulk in the Disney Plus series. Excited about that. She's a good actress.
I don't know what that is.
WandaVision looks kind of cool.
There was also a new trailer for WandaVision.
It looks amazing.
Kind of cool.
Trailer looks really good. But yeah, moving away from all that stuff.
Wait, one thing real fast.
Oh, go ahead.
Because I feel like I have you guys talked about TGS? I guess you hit it. You talked about Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
Barely. Yeah, we haven't even really touched on TGS yet.
All right. So one thing I wanted to say is with Monster Hunter made me think that there is a good chance they might get more Nintendo stuff because the Nintendo-owned mobile game Dragalia has 2 Capcom crossovers.
Yep.
One of which being Monster Hunter. So there is a chance they might
Yeah.
do more stuff.
I've been thinking about this shit like Smash Bros. Because it's so easy. It's like they could
man.
put Wolf Link in as a Palamute. It's so easy.
Yeah, Wolf Link is one I think. Yeah, that's.
I'm glad you said that because that is something I do feel like we kind of need to discuss a little bit, considering this is originally a Smash Bros. Podcast.
No one remembers.
But Monster Hunter Rise, especially with this coming out in March, and knowing we're probably going to get another character soon and another one most likely around March, it would make sense considering Rathalos is already in the game. We already have a Monster Hunter track that they would do something Monster
We
Hunter
have
Rise.
two Monster Hunter tracks.
What's the second one?
Proof of a Hero, the main theme.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There are 2. Yeah. But my guess is we're going to see Monster Hunter and Smash Bros. Now, like without a doubt. I mean, this is like a huge exclusive. Monster Hunter is a massive franchise. They've worked with Capcom so many times. It just seems like this is a no-brainer.
I mean, speaking of Smash, should we talk about like because it seems like basic, whenever that pan, it means we're like close to a character popping up like a week or 2 from now.
Sure.
I feel like maybe it'd be good to like just do final predictions in case by next show there's something announced.
Yeah, actually, realistically,
we should save that because we have to talk about Xbox unless you
Oh,
don't
you're
want
right.
to.
You're right.
We don't have to talk about Xbox.
we can talk
We
about
have to talk about Xbox. There's some big news. We have to talk about Xbox.
Big.
Jesus Christ.
So one thing before we go there, since TGS, I mean, when did you have a plan for talking about TGS, or just go?
No, I mean, we'll talk about it now. That's because I figured we talked about TGS a little bit, like when we talked about the PS5 showcase and Resident Evil and Monster Hunter. But I mean, if there's something else you want to talk about regarding it, yeah, please, the floor is yours.
Yeah. So 2 things I wanted to talk about from TGS is that so immediately after the I can't want to say Breath of the Wild, but yeah, Hyrule Warriors,
right?
Like 50-minute direct almost is
Which
a 45-minute one for Dragalia.
Oh,
Which is weird to me, but yeah, it's immediately after that. It's Dragalia for 45 minutes. But before that, the Dragalia 2nd anniversary announcement video is going out. So I think it might just rehash that or show stuff off. So I'm not sure what they're going to talk about. But Nintendo being there alone is odd, but to see Dragalia there to me is odd because Dragalia has never been in one of these things.
well, Dragalia though kind of makes sense because it is at the end of the day still a new Nintendo IP. And it's something that I imagine the game's still going to go on for a while. They're obviously making money off of it. And it's an IP that I think they could potentially make new games from on like a home console. That's something, if you look at the PDF, I could pull this up. I mean, this is literally in their financials where they're talking about how the mobile games are specifically meant to tie in to bring people into core franchises on the Switch. And Dragalia was literally one of the things shown like to try to bring people into playing games on Switch. So maybe there's going to be like a Dragalia Switch type announcement, like a game in the universe for Switch.
I'd be really excited. So my thing is I'd be excited for that, but at the same time, I don't know if Cygame's going to do that because they're still making Grand Blue Relink. That game has been like in development hell for I don't know how
Where
long.
is that?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Their December stream, they're going to talk about it again.
Oh my
after
god.
a year. So yeah, like I don't I don't know if Cygames is so gung-ho and like unless they get someone else to do it, but even then, because like the Combat and Relink was made by Platinum, and then Cygames took over the rest. But that game has just been, yeah.
Interesting.
And then just something a little aside.
Yeah, please.
There's PSO2 New Genesis is also having a TGS stream where they're actually going to show off the game fully.
Right on.
Nice.
It does look like it's pretty much going to be a new PSO. Based on the more I see of it, I'm like, oh, okay. This is obviously based on PSO2, but it's pretty much a new game.
Yeah, it's like Phantasy Star Online 3, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, interesting. Moving on, unless there's anything else you guys want to touch on in terms of TGS, I do think we should actually talk about Xbox next. I was going to say maybe we talk about Mario, but I think we'd maybe save that for last because that might be a big
I think
discussion.
we should save Smash for last because of
Well, Smash 2,
the
yeah.
ad and the rumors.
Right. So we'll discuss both of those last. So let's talk about Xbox for a little bit then, yeah, because I know we discussed
Crazy.
Series S and Series X on the last show, but I don't think we talked about after the price leak happened for Series S, where it's $300.
See, I remember this was for the PS5. We went around prices. I said $350. People were like, oh, you're crazy. It's not going to cost that much.
Well, no, it was $350 for the Xbox Series S, which it isn't. It's
The
$299.
digital one, yeah. I was like, I thought the digital version of one of these consoles has to be really cheap, and it's cheaper than what I said.
Yeah,
I said $350.
That's true. That is true. You did. Yeah, you did.
Microsoft
But it's
came up
also
with a
kinda
good name for their
ridiculous.
console challenge.
Mhm.
Can they just like have normal names for their consoles? Next
Yeah,
gen?
I don't
we
know
just
what they're
start-
doing.
Can we
I
just start
really
next
don't.
gen? Can we
The
start
weird
having real
thing
names?
that I didn't get, because I saw some article about how like Xbox, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Xbox One S games play on Xbox One, whatever this new Xbox is, Series X, as if it was playing on an Xbox Series S, right?
Okay, so here's the thing. So Xbox, if you have a game that has like some games on the box, I think I have one, but I don't want to like dig it out right now. But they
Sure.
say that they're enhanced with Xbox
Smart
Series
delivery, right?
X. No, sorry, Xbox One X. It says they're enhanced with Xbox One X. I even messed it up.
Jesus Christ.
So they have better, they just run better. They can be in 4K. I think PSO2 is one of them that says that. But if you play it on an Xbox Series S, it's going to play it as if it was an Xbox One S without the like enhancements.
Got it. Well, see, the thing that's weird with the names is why not just call? Because to me, it seems like as a casual person, the only difference between the two is one's 4K and one's 1080p. So why would you not just call it Xbox 4K and Xbox 1080? That would be if you call them that, they would already be differentiated enough. People would know immediately what it is. They go, okay, this is the 4K one, this is the 1080 one, and then we'd be done. And they've already called one Xbox.
Well, because I think the S
1080.
No, because
For
the
some
S
reason, they want the
upscales
S
to
and X
4K.
stuff.
Oh, does it?
It upscales
Yeah.
to 4K, so
I
I
don't
don't think
you
they'd
can
want
play
that because
games at 4K though, but it can
No, it just
upscale, like
upscales, yeah.
shows and stuff to 4K.
Honestly, the names aren't even that bad. It's just like they just need to do something to make it more obvious. Like
Yeah.
like the average person is not going to know the difference between a one and a series. Like it's just words. Like this is the fourth Xbox. Do like Xbox 4S, Xbox 4X. Boom,
Sure.
problem solved. I
Yeah.
understand this is the
Sure.
fourth type of Xbox, and it's one of the versions of the fourth type of Xbox.
There you go.
I feel like the reason they don't want to start doing that is because it's Xbox 4 versus PS5. I don't know. I feel like that's might be a reason is they'd be like one behind
Then
Sony.
they need to go the
time.
Nintendo route and not just call them all Xboxes. They need to give them a unique name.
Yeah. I think
They could have just
Look,
kept
man,
on
there's a
going.
lot.
with the
There's a lot of things
360.
they need to do. All right, we being honest. There's a lot of things they need to do. That's one of them.
I mean, I
Hey.
think they're
Adding
starting to
360.
make moves after what they did
today.
All right.
What are we
Yeah,
talking about?
it gives this kind of gives me
Hey,
a Wii U vibe, which is unfortunate.
Oh,
Well,
I
real
thought-
fast before we get to that, I want to say
Okay.
like I feel like the amount of benefit you get from a Series S if you just want a next gen console, don't want to spend a lot of money, you don't care about how games look, is kind of
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous. Like $300 buy-in price, and it's the digital version. So if you didn't get Game Pass Ultimate, which costs $15,
Very
any
nice.
new Xbox game that's released, you just play it. You
Like
don't
I
have to
said
like you
before,
just play
it's
it for
either,
free.
you either getting the $300 Xbox or you getting the PlayStation.
No
Yeah,
one's
I
definitely
mean,
getting the
Nobody
Xbox.
buying that black.
because actually I think
$15, you get the library of Xbox games and the new Xbox, or you get a PlayStation with all of that and another additional $85. Like
Yeah, it's insane. Like even what's his name? Like even Phil Spencer actually, like he had an. They are literally positioning the Series S as the one they're gonna do big marketing for because they know that X, which is the more powerful one, is the one like hardcore gamers just know about anyway and would buy if like they're that into Xbox.
Right.
So no, they're good. Like the Bethesda thing today was crazy. I couldn't believe that. Like they $7.5 billion. That's more than Disney paid for Star Wars and more than they paid for Minecraft. So fucking insane.
Which is obvious why they sold at that point. Yeah, I mean,
It's like
absolutely.
Microsoft is like one of the Microsoft's one of the most wealthiest companies. So like,
I don't know why they haven't been doing this.
Yeah, I just feel like they started doing it though. They got a lot of studios at the end of the
They
Xbox
should
One
keep
X.
doing it.
Yeah, but I thought like, they're gonna buy some other studios, like maybe that Sun Wukong studio or stuff like that. I didn't think they were gonna go out and buy Bethesda and everything
that's
below
insane,
them.
man.
Money.
Like that's literally insane.
Cash.
And this is good because
Wow.
it means that Microsoft, well, depends on the title, but I think Microsoft will be funding all of Bethesda's big titles really heavily.
So they won't look like shit anymore.
Yeah, it's really good for Bethesda because like they get it out from under ZeniMax. Well, I feel like ZeniMax just did a bunch of dumb stuff sometimes. So like that's amazing for them, but like
a lot of IPs too, right? Because you're getting Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Doom, Wolfenstein. These are all going to end up Dishonored, Prey. They're all going to end up being.
So you're forgetting the sub studio. So like Evil Within and their like Tango game. Oh no, it's just Tango Studios. The Ghost Tokyo, something like that.
Yeah, Tokyo, whatever thing. Yeah.
That one's in there too. So and the bottom, it even includes ZeniMax Online. So ESO. I don't think they need to do anything with that, honestly. It's just there. But like they own that now. And it's just like stuff I think about stuff they can do. So like how, people wanted a new KI and Xbox is like, we don't have a fighting game. They have Street Fighter, so we'll make a new KI. But now it's like they now also have ownership of Quake. And Quake is a game that like a lot of people want a new one and people did not like Quake Champions. So with Microsoft funding, if they wanted to, they could bring back Quake. And like there's a bunch of just tons of IPs they could actually work on, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
With the amount of money Microsoft just
they have unlimited money basically.
Yeah.
The coolest thing about this merger or acquisition is that Doom Guy and Master Chief are now under the same.
Right.
That is actually a little crazy.
I got $5 on Doom Guy.
When's the crossover game though?
So something they could do because
20 years. 20 years, it'll happen.
Because Microsoft has done this before in Halo, because they had Halo 3 had the Hayabusa armor. I remember it's special because you got all the achievements in Halo 3 are just 1,000.
Yeah.
When later on you got a katana on it. And that was because they did a crossover with Team Ninja where a Spartan was in Dead or Alive 4 or something like that, 3 or 4. But they could make Doom and Fallout like armor in Halo if they wanted to.
That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Xbox All Stars Royale.
And here's another thing about those IPs specifically, because Microsoft has good working intentions with Nintendo. So if we want to talk about Smash stuff, this opens up more room for those characters.
Yeah, I mean, well, they've already, we already have Vault Boy as a Mii Fighter costume. We already have Cuphead as a Mii Fighter costume. We already have a playable character. I mean, they've been doing this. And the interesting thing about all of this, too, is they said that on a case-by-case basis, they're still going to be bringing the games to other consoles. So this, like, they own all of these IPs, but this could also be a situation where they're like, oh, we feel like the game has an audience on Switch, or we feel like it has an audience on this other system. We'll put it there. And I think that's actually really smart.
McDareth, did you say they're making a new KI?
No. I said I was saying that because Street Fighter existed, they made KI to give themselves a fighting game.
Right.
I was gonna say they could totally put Doom Guy in KI.
I kind of really want them to make a new KI because like now there's some crazy characters they could put in there.
They could definitely put them in.
Doom Guy and Killer Instinct. There you go.
Because what's crazy to me, right? They bought Obsidian, and Obsidian was like basically not direct offshoot of Bethesda, but it's very obvious Obsidian is making a lot of games that Bethesda just doesn't make anymore. Or make them in ways that Bethesda doesn't do it. So they owned Obsidian, and Obsidian's coming out with this very Elder Scrolls-like game. They're like, you know what? We'll just buy Bethesda too. Why not?
Have them both. Own them both. Why not? Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, it was impressive. It shocked a lot of people this morning. when the announcement hit, and it did sort of come out of nowhere. Like I don't think there were any rumblings about this. Nobody was discussing this. I mean, like they just focused on the what's that game called, Deathloop, in the PS5 showcase. They showed that for an hour, and it was a PS5 exclusive, and people were saying, "Oh, it's a huge loss for Xbox or whatever." It's like, well, they now own the brand, so they can do.
Yeah, so they're just making money on Sony's console.
Exactly, right.
And like, Bethesda's too big for Sony to be like, yeah, we're not going to sell your games, but you have to.
Like, how crazy is it that they basically bought what would be an E3 conference worth of games. Like Bethesda literally was having E3 conferences, and now like that belongs to Microsoft, which is
I didn't
insane.
even think about that. That's actually that's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, I can't imagine they will have a press conference now. I think that press conference pulled it into Microsoft's, right? Yeah.
Insane.
Wow, that is pretty insane. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, good for them. I also feel like for as much as we sort of like joke and rag on Xbox on the podcast, at the end of the day, if you don't have a lot of money and you want to play next gen games, like to be able to get Game Pass, which is $15 a month, you have the entire library of all the newest stuff. You can try it if you don't like it. You don't have to buy all the new stuff. And for $300, you get the system. Like
no. Not even 300. You can walk out of the store with all that for $35.
Yeah.
What?
So that's the Series X. The Series X is if you pay $35 a month, you can get a Series X at that deal at certain stores like Walmart's one. I think Best Buy is one. Whoa. $35 a month, you can get a Series X and just pay that.
I did the math too.
It's like $25.
If you were gonna buy Game Pass anyway, doing the financing plan, you would still be paying essentially the same amount with just a little more. There's no interest and there's no penalty fees.
So the financing plan includes Game Pass.
Yeah.
So how long does the financing plan last?
It's like 2 months, 2 years. 2 years.
Okay.
So I'm actually getting an Xbox because I can manage fucking $35 a month. Like, I'm gonna get an Xbox because of that, because I would like a media player and something to play games on that's more than just my PC, because I don't want to sit at my fucking computer all the time.
Sure.
But yeah, I think that's great, and they're gonna do really well this holiday if they advertise that more.
Sure.
I know, like as a kid, if I got an Xbox with Game Pass for Christmas, that'd be clean.
Yeah, there's so much stuff you can do with that. It's literally ridiculous. Like, because that's one thing. Because I don't know if you guys talked about the fact that Sony's doing their like, here's our version where it's a couple PS4 like it's like greatest hits, which like that's cool. But if you played all those games, it doesn't mean anything.
Right.
But with Game Pass, you literally like Battletoads came out. I just downloaded it. I didn't have to pay anything. So like, here's the new Xbox game. You can just get it. And now it's like they bought Bethesda. So now Bethesda's inside of Microsoft, and most Microsoft first-party games or like games from their studios are automatically on Game Pass as a standard. I mean, it's any Bethesda game that comes out, you might just be able to get it off Game Pass.
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, the next Doom, the next Fallout, the next whatever you get for Game Pass.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They even did EA Play is now included in Game Pass.
Yeah, that too. Game Pass is looking strong as hell right now.
I think this financing plan should be honestly something that a lot of these companies should look into. Like the PS5 with this, I'd consider getting one at launch.
It'd be cool with VR too.
Yeah, and VR headsets.
Actually, yeah.
But I'm definitely getting an Xbox because of the plan. They got me with that.
He's lying.
Wait, so the EA Play thing that you're talking about, does that include like the next Madden and FIFA game, or?
No, no. You get like demos and like early state, but like those don't come day and date. Basically, they come like the year later. Like for example, let's say when the starts. Right now, you could have like EA, like what's it called, FIFA 20, but you won't get the latest one until the year after.
I got like Plants vs Zombies on there.
Yeah, they got like their legacy content and shit, so it's good.
Are the new Star Wars games going on there?
I'm pretty sure when they announced the newest one, the Squadron, you could play a demo with EA Access.
Yeah, because EA Access isn't like it's not Game Pass. It's a way for you like you get things earlier or get things counted.
All right, what's good with your mic, man?
What's good with my mic? Did my mic die?
You're cutting out every other word.
Cutting in and out.
Ah, shit. Let me fucking. Well, let me.
Problem solved.
He's fixing it. He's fixing it.
Now it's fixed.
Well,
It's no longer cutting in and out. It's just out
He,
now.
he can't come back up here.
It's going to be an interesting holiday.
I didn't drag him out. He left.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
What the fuck? Wait.
When you're looking at it now,
There
right,
we go. Now I'm alive.
you've got the Switch. You've got, well, the Switch is $300, which means you could also get a new Xbox for $300 as well. Then you've got the PS5 coming out. You know, again, digital only. You get it for $400. Everything seems like it's skewing to be a little bit cheaper than a lot of us expected. And realistically, I mean, there's a lot of stuff between if you're getting a Game Pass on Xbox or you're getting, you know, one of the many of first-party games that are on Switch. It really does seem like if you already have a PS4 and you're looking for something this holiday and you don't have a Switch and you don't have an Xbox, that might be the wave.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Interesting.
Also,
it's gonna be a very interesting holiday because all of these companies have things like the Switch isn't a new shiny toy or anything, but it has a very strong established library with more to come, and it's incredibly popular already. And then you have the $35 Xbox plan, and then Sony is just Sony. So like, you know,
$35
So-
Xbox
they don't
plan,
they,
is
they
that a
don't
month,
they
or
don't
is
really
that-
need to do
what is
much.
that?
What?
What is that? Is that a year, a month? I wasn't paying attention. At all.
2 years.
So if you pay $35 a month for 2 years, you just get the Xbox Series X with Game Pass, and there's no interest or anything.
It ends up coming to $850 for the 2 years.
And Game Pass
Yeah.
is roughly $15 a month, right?
Yeah. So with Game Pass,
you would get the system.
it's not much more expensive than if a good
okay.
deal.
Not bad.
Technically,
Yeah, not bad. You know,
500 versus 840.
But they're definitely running a fucking credit check on everyone that buys that shit.
sure. All right. Well, do you jump into the Mario stuff then next?
So one thing I saw that I thought the PS5 I mean, I didn't do them, but I saw people trying to do them. What was Sony thing?
Yeah, we talked
We're
about that.
going to
was
tell you in
interesting.
advance, and they're just okay. I wasn't here.
This
All
is
right.
bad.
And then I'm also guessing Warchamp probably brought up the black PS5 got announced.
I did
Wait,
not.
did it?
No, it didn't. That was not official, McGareth. That's why.
Oh, it wasn't official.
Come
Okay,
on,
I
dog.
was about to say.
That's a
Okay.
rumor,
Okay.
but it's still funny if it's real.
Wait, PS5 getting a black edition. What is this? Sony employees leak PS5 photos.
It's a rumor. It's a mock-up image. It's probably fake, but I still quote tweeted and said, "Haha, you fuckers pre-ordered the ugly one."
Dang. Looks pretty nice.
They're both ugly.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Tell them again.
I can't believe as I look at it and see this. Like there was one. Did you post it in here? But I remember I saw one thing was it's in here. The like Japanese thing at the size of it compared to the Switch. Why is this thing so big?
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
just buy a computer at this
about
point.
the size.
Go big or go home. The fuck you
It's
talking
about the size of a
No.
tower, a gaming PC.
Yeah,
That's
just
what
buy
I
a
told
fucking
Shofu.
computer
It's
at this point.
horrifyingly ugly.
It's not No, you said it's horrifyingly big.
It's horrifyingly big. It is horrifyingly big.
No, it's
Look,
not.
I'm not.
And then you-
look,
and
when
then
I look at
the-
it, bro, I'm
the-
not scared. So how's it
The
horrifying?
That's what I'm
Xbox,
saying.
I'm
the
scared.
Xbox One
I'm
S
sure.
or whatever. What is it called? Xbox Series S is like the
Yeah.
size of a book.
Yeah.
It's small.
And the One X is like the size and width of like a controller. Like it's to me. I mean, it's a square thing, but to me, it's surprising that the thing is as compact as it is when you look at the PS5.
I'm not one that usually cares what my console looks like, so I'm good either way.
I mean,
It's not about. I don't think I care about how it looks.
Yeah.
It's just like
It's
I don't
how
know
much
where the
space it
fuck I'm
takes
gonna
up.
put
Yeah.
it.
I was
I'm
just
gonna
talking about
put
me
it.
specifically. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm saying me. I don't care what my console looks like. But I feel you.
Well, on the topic of things looking ugly, let's talk about Mario 64 in the Super Mario.
Hey,
No, that's fact.
Waiting for that that segue.
What,
there.
widescreen when? Widescreen when?
So Super Mario 3D All-Stars came out since the last podcast, came out last week. And includes Super Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. Let's talk about it. Like, who's been playing
right now.
I didn't even get it.
I still think the price is fucking vile, and
Yeah.
Yep.
it has no reason being that price at all. for how little it offers. Well, it's not really it offers little, but you know what I mean. It's not.
It offers little new. Like like the 3 individual games are obviously great, but as a compilation, it's not great.
How much
especially when you compare it.
Mario Sunshine right now, like how much is a regular copy of Mario Sunshine?
I don't know. GameCube games go for a lot because a lot of them aren't ported to anything, so they're rare, and you need
Pretty sure.
You can't really gauge with that.
For like $50 to $60.
Well, then how
the
much?
thing about Sunshine though is that it became a player's choice game for GameCube, right? And once it hits that point, that means like the official price of it is no more than 20.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's how much. So Nintendo would sell it for 20 if they resold it.
Essentially, so like Mario 64, you could get for like $10 on the eShop. This, like he said, is about 20, and Galaxy went for 20. So we're paying $10 more for the fucking music player.
To be fair, the music slaps though. It's good music.
It should be on Spotify. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, it's real good. Also, yeah, Square just recently added their catalog to Spotify, didn't they? A bunch of anime songs just went on Spotify.
And Cygames finally took every single like Grand Blue CD is finally on the US Spotify.
Are the Dragalia songs on there?
I mean, the DACA ones are obviously, and like a lot of the new ones they've commissioned are like what is it, Mad Kid Rise Up or something is on there already because no, that was I don't know if you even played the event. That was the event, the Syndicate event. That one is on Spotify already.
Oh, okay. I honestly haven't played in like 2 months. So if it's been 6 months. I think the last thing I played was Chapter 12, I want to say.
Yeah, it's on 15 now. And the new anniversary event.
Wow, they're on 15 now?
The new anniversary event follows off of 15.
Wow, yeah, because I played the Monster Hunter thing, obviously, and then I did, I think, Chapter 12, and then I stopped. Well, I mean, on the topic of Mario Coast, you said you're playing Mario Sunshine right now.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now.
That's what I started with as well, because it's been like a long time. And
I started with Galaxy, and I don't know, it feels a little weird.
But Galaxy does?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. It's like sometimes when I'm running around, the camera auto adjusts itself. I've never had this issue when I played it with the Wii. The camera auto adjusts itself, and then like I just start running around in circles, and I can't control myself.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I've never played Galaxy in my life, and I've never had that issue when I'm playing it for the first time.
Oh, you've never played it?
Are you?
I emulated it, but it was like dog shit, so I don't really count that as playing it. I don't even remember it. But this is my first time.
With Sunshine, I find that I'm doing a lot of spin jumps randomly. Like I'm not controlling it, and I just do a random.
That's because there's no notches. We have the shitty loose joysticks. The Pro Controller is very good, but
the Pro Controller, it's
it's just that GameCube games specifically, like more so than any other Nintendo game, were made with that controller in mind. Like, it's really weird. I don't know.
I mean, I'm liking it. I know I put out that tweet because Zeph, you commented on it where I said Rico Harbor's top 5 Mario stage of all time, but I mean it.
Yeah.
Like, I was doing some of the 100 coin challenges, and I just like exploring that level and going up the girders and swimming and riding the back of the bloopers. It's just fun, man. It's legit.
Yeah, I feel you. Like I was worried because like out of all these, like Sunshine hasn't been ported to anything. Like at least like Galaxy and Galaxy 2 were ported to a Wii U, but like Sunshine, I was so worried because obviously I played it as a kid and I loved it. And like over the years, obviously people being like, "Oh, Sunshine's a device, Sunshine's this," but playing it out, like it really is like, yeah, it has some like jank to it and weird levels, but like overall, like the movement's so good, the level design's really fun, the environments are so good. Like I don't know, like it's just so. It's just fun. It's like a really fun one. Like
yeah, see, it's divisive because I don't agree with a single thing you just said.
Right, which is, I mean, that's
what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
there's definitely a lot of stuff in there where if you like, okay, so people know this about the podcast. I'm not a huge platformer fan, and I never really have been. And I think one thing that I like about Sunshine, which is something that maybe I shouldn't like about it, but I love it, is the hover button. Like being able to hover with the
Oh,
floor.
yeah.
If I mistime a jump or something and I just like move the camera around and then I float back to where I wanted to go, I like that. I legitimately really like that. And I think
Yeah, me too.
having that access to just that one extra little thing and knowing, okay, I always sort of have a little bit of a safety net allows me to go, because I think like in Odyssey, you don't really like lose anything for trying, right? You lose what, 10 coins if you die or something?
Yeah.
Like Odyssey, it's just a very easy game to want to explore in. And I feel like not so much Galaxy, because Galaxy, there's always plenty of coins too, but like some of the older Mario games in particular, it's like you don't want to try a lot of things because you know you're going to lose a life and you know you're going to die.
Right.
And and Sunshine, I don't know, having that extra button and just like the weird stuff that's in the game, like how the enemies look, like the weird way Monty Mole and the Goomba.
Yeah, everything looks so weird in that game.
Bizarre. And you're like, why the heck did they make it like this? But I like it. I like that makes it stand out to me.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like it still feels awesome to use the rocket or to use the jet nozzle and fly super high in the sky or like the thing where you get across the water. I tried I think that was the thing that Zeph, I want to say you're the one talking to me about it, where you save your rocket power. And then after you do it like 3 times, you basically pull a Knuckles from Sonic Boom and you go flying all the way out of the level. I mean, it's fun stuff like that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I really like it. Yeah. Like to me, it's like because I'm playing all 3 of these at once. I think I have around like 50 like stars or whatever in each game. Like I'm kind of playing in that style.
Yeah.
And it's just really fun because like when I play 64, I'm like, yeah, some of this ages poorly. Like I'm right now, I'm at the desert level. It's horrible. It's like a horrible level. But some of the levels just age like really well. It's just really fun. Like it's like the missions are just simple and fun. And then like you play, like I said, Sunshine, it's like really wacky and weird. But when I play Galaxy, I'm just like, this is just like timeless. Like it's like the 1080-60 on it. It's so crisp. The level design is beautiful. The mission structure is so good. Like that's just that one is like the peak one. And it's funny even like playing them in handheld. Like Galaxy's a little awkward in handheld if you're doing like the levels that involve a lot of touch, like the pointer stuff, because you have to touch a lot. Yeah. But Sunshine and 64 feel good in handheld.
Galaxy, I feel like, is unequivocally the best of the group.
Absolutely, yeah.
I always felt like Galaxy was the best of the 3. So
it is. Because it's easily the flawless one. Like, there's nothing like, yeah, I get maybe like you could be disoriented with stuff, but like level design and music and everything about it is just like really special.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, its contest is an N64 game and an unfinished GameCube game.
That's true. So. That's true. Yeah. But either way, like Galaxy people like always put in like their top 2 or 3 Mario games.
Yeah, it's just really good. I do, though, agree with everybody. I wish they did put in Galaxy 2. But I do think the reason they didn't do that is because they're going to re-release it on the eShop after this whole limited time thing is done. My guess is they're going to release 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy all in the eShop separately, and then also separately sell Galaxy 2 once all this can't be, it's like taken out of stores and the limited edition's gone or whatever. That's my guess.
That's all free money, so they're definitely probably going to do that.
Yeah.
And but they also might not do that at all because it's Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do it.
I don't think they're selling. I don't think they're selling these games individually at all. I think once they're gone,
that would be nuts, man.
They're gone. I think Mario 64 will go on NSO eventually, or something. But I think I don't know.
That would be like.
But really then I think like a year later they'll release the game again, like they do with all their fucking.
See, the weird thing about all this, though, still. Is like the one thing that I keep going back to that I feel like we've been going back to, and we've talked about it on the show time and time again since like the first year of the Switch. It is mind-blowing to me, like truly mind-blowing with the amount of like games that they sold that they did not do Kingdom DLC for Mario Odyssey, which says to me, since Odyssey's been done, they had to have been working on Odyssey 2. And my guess is that next year, even though I know we're getting like 3D World with the Bowser's Fury thing or whatever in the beginning of the year, I do not doubt the holiday game next year for Switch for Mario is Odyssey 2. I strongly believe that.
It's totally gonna happen too, because with Galaxy, when they finished development, immediately Miyamoto said, now it's time for Galaxy 2.
Right.
There's no way that didn't happen with Odyssey.
Especially like how much Odyssey sold. I mean
And not just that, but like if you remember, they had specifically said they legitimately had a choice between making Breath of the Wild or Odyssey the launch game. Like they had that done basically at the launch of the Switch and waited like 8 months to put it out. So they've had even more time to work on 2.
I don't think that's what that statement meant.
No, like no, because they had said that basically they had it ready for launch, but they chose to put Zelda first, and yeah, they ended up polishing it more. They said you could go find. I'm pretty sure that's what they said, but it's more that obviously they've had like a shit ton of time to work on Odyssey too.
I think Fidel just said something that's going to get us in trouble. Last week it was me bringing up that Mario RPG rumor, and this week it's going to be Fidel bringing up that.
That's not a rumor. They said I'm not. This is an insider info.
There were so many, seeing so many weird like threads, and I was getting linked to them on Twitter and stuff where it was like Rogers Base leaks that they're making Mario RPG remake. I'm like, that's not.
Oh yeah.
I just brought up like something I saw on Twitter. I wasn't. It was ridiculous. I can't say anything on the show, man. It's wild.
Nintendo just shut down a fan game, so you know we're getting something new soon.
What game?
Probably.
It was a very unscrupulous Princess Peach themed
Sex game.
Right.
Not suitable for work content.
Right. They're not safe for work Peach game. That's right. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if we get a Princess
That's
Peach.
sort of weird to cease and desist.
What was the Peach game that was on DS? Super Princess Peach.
Super Princess Peach.
Yeah.
That's a good ass game.
Where she uses the vibe scepter as her weapon.
What?
You heard him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Huh?
She uses the vibe scepter and her emotions to fight because why not?
Yeah, isn't that what Peach's Final Smash is partially based on? It's like the emotion part of
I've
Super
never
Princess
played that
Peach.
game.
Dude, I want them to make a Rosalina game. I want them to do Endless Ocean, but in space with Rosalina. That's what I want.
I want them to put Pauline in more stuff.
Who?
I hope
I think they
so.
will.
Pauline's got to be in the new Mario Kart.
She's definitely going to be playable in 3D World. She's just got to be.
Not a chance.
Because
Side character forever.
the fucking
Aren't they having a fifth
thing
character?
where people were saying that this is the most ambitious Wii U port. There's definitely going to be new characters.
Bowser's Fury. I think we even talked about this in the last episode. Seems like it's going to be some like challenge world or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would technically be ambitious. I mean, I don't think they've added full-on worlds to games that they've ported over, right?
My bet
know.
is it's a world filled with levels a little less difficult than Champions Road.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be like harder than that because then like new people that just jump in will be like, the fuck?
I feel like it's going to be more than a world. I feel like it's going to be like a huge chunk of content.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
going to be very big too.
Because I
but
think the
we'll-
biggest thing about 3D World is just how much shit there was in that fucking game. There's like 3 secret worlds in that thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, there are a ton of levels.
You reach the quote unquote final level, and then there's like 3 more final levels, and
Yeah.
then you unlock a secret world, and then you unlock another secret world, and then you unlock another secret world, and one of the levels in that secret world has like 10 fucking things to do in it.
So
It's insane.
if Mario next year would be their holiday title, when do you think we'll get Zelda in the middle of the year again, or like in March?
Zelda and Mario would be the holiday title because if you want to have a really killer launch for a new Switch, and Breath of the Wild 2 is the one that takes advantage of the new system if it has any type of it's most likely going to have some type of 4K capability in a dock, right? And you have Breath of the Wild 2 rendering at 4K. You would then have, a Mario game and a Zelda game, and why not do a repeat of what they did in the first year that obviously worked so well for them? You have the mainline Mario, you got the mainline Zelda, do both. They're not going to eat up each other. Different audiences do it. Especially because I don't believe, I know people think we'll get Metroid Prime 4 next year. I don't think it's coming until minimum mid 2022. Minimum. So my
Next year, probably 2D Metroid. 2D Metroid's probably next year.
Yeah, maybe 2D Metroid next year. Well, we know we're going to get Kirby next year because they've been developing that Kirby game for like 3 years, and it's ambitious. And I mean, Kirby's something announced, in like the January Direct for a March release or something. If we end up getting one, I say like as if we're going to get a Direct, as if we know when we get.
You can't predict that anymore.
Crazy world we live in, yeah. Yeah, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
Also, just to touch on what Roger said, developers have said that Nintendo asked them to make their games 4K ready. It's not just something Roger said. It's
right. That is something.
I just want everyone to know.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Looking out for me. Thank you very much. All right. Well, the last thing we have to talk about, then we got to talk about that Smash rumor. I mean, because there's a lot of Smash rumors going around right now. This all sort of started where there was a advertisement in Japan that expired on October 4th, where they were talking about the Challenger Pack and the new character.
I really don't think that's anything.
You don't think the assumption is that we're going to get a character announcement?
Wait.
before-
Are we
happens
talking about
every
the
time.
advertisement thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the reason that people, I don't know if you know or not, Shofu, I'm just gonna explain. The reason that people get excited is because literally every single time that ad popped up, we've gotten shit pretty soon after. I think it was with Banjo. It was with I think was Joker was just Game Awards. It was with Banjo.
Are they replacing it yet, or they're just taking it down?
Hitman,
What do you mean?
Hero.
Terry.
Aren't they? Didn't it say they're taking that ad down on the 4th? Isn't that what they said? Or am I
Well, it's-
bugging?
Yeah, the ads are only up for a limited amount of time.
Yeah, they come up for a bit, and then when the ads go down, the character's usually out.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. People just think a new character's coming because it happens every time. That's
Happened
all.
with Terry too. Yeah, so like it literally just been happening every time with the DLC characters.
Except for Joker and Piranha Plant,
Yeah.
obviously.
And realistically, it has been a very, very long time. If you take into
In
consideration,
March.
Min Min would have been in a normal year. Shadow dropped at E3. Not shadow dropped. I mean, we would have known, but it would have come out at E3, and then we would have gotten the announcement of the second character at E3 as well, with then a release probably around this time. So if they've been working on this character for a while, my assumption would be that it would come out around like early October. I mean, they could delay everything and just drop it at the Game Awards, which is something we even brought up on the show before. But now,
But I think they have maybe something like, because this character would have been the E3 reveal.
Right.
And I think that means that there would have been at least maybe one more character announced that year, if E3 happened normally.
Sure.
So I think that they might have one more after, which is why they're not delaying.
Well, the initial plan, right, was that by the end of 2021 we'll have the characters, right? That this goes through the end of 2021. And if you were to look at the normal schedule, right, they announced that you get Min Min, again, June, fall character, and then like December, January type character. And then spring character, summer character, winter character next year. And that would have been the 6 in a normal environment. But obviously we're not dealing with that right now. So I would not doubt if that last character maybe gets pushed to like early 2022.
I hope not.
I mean, why not though? Let the game live.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an insane, like that is it for a season pass for any fighting game ever. That is such an extended drop for 5 characters. I don't mind, like I'll live, but it's like we would literally be waiting basically 3 to 4 months between a character, which is it's fine. We'll live, but
yeah.
Either way, basically, like the only thing we get to go off of right now is Push Dustin's tweet about Suda, how like he's always been very pushy about Travis. And recently, when they interviewed him about if Travis would get an amiibo or join Smash, he said no comment instead of his usual like very pushy attitude towards it. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get soccer. Like he always legit makes jokes like, I will get soccer.
Right.
Yeah. So it could mean nothing.
I know Shofu would lose his mind if Travis Touchdown got in Smash Bros. Shofu would be very, very happy.
That's your moment, Shofu.
You said what?
Travis touchdown.
I literally took my headphones off for 2 seconds.
Unbelievable.
Travis touchdown has potential to be the next one.
Next character that you're going to lose your mind.
I mean, that's the character I've been waiting. That's pretty much one of the only ones I want.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember talking to them in 2010 about getting Travis in Smash 4.
Yeah, I remember we speculated about it in the early original episodes of Japan Time. We were saying that Travis would be maybe a cool fit. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense too. Again, No More Heroes.
Also, we need to remember that No More Heroes 1 was rated for the Switch.
That's right.
Yep. That
is right.
And obviously, if there wasn't a delay, No More Heroes 3 would have been this year. So, like, there would have been more marketing. Obviously, it's obviously tying into marketing too, but like, it makes even more sense.
I am thinking about it though. If this week we know we're getting that Hyrule Warriors thing, the 50-minute direct or presentation, whatever it's called, about Hyrule Warriors, that, maybe they are going to just say, hey, it's Tokyo Game Show week. News is coming out anyway. Let's just drop it. And they put that character in.
I wonder if we'll get a double character drop.
A double character drop?
Yeah, I wonder if they'll just
Drop
shadow
a
drop a
reveal.
character, just like shadow drop Travis Touchdown, and then like teaser reveal for a Monster Hunter character.
Oh
Like,
wow! I mean, I can see them doing that. Actually, that'd be cool.
We've got 2 Monster Hunter games coming now, and we already have Monster Hunter content in Ultimate.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we brought that up earlier. I feel like Monster Hunter's got a really, really good shot now. He always had a good shot, but I feel like Monster Hunter in particular now with Rise is looking pretty good. You know, you were talking about Ryu Hayabusa, right, Steph?
Yeah.
And I mean, that makes sense considering Koei Tecmo's making their holiday game and they have a good relationship with them. Ninja Gaiden's got good music. Mike, I know you were talking about that with me in the DMs too. You know, we were talking about the music in Ninja Gaiden, how that'd be kind of cool, but that you didn't really particularly care about him. So
It'll be okay, maybe.
I just want a character that's fun. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I just want something fun to play.
I get
Man,
you.
man,
I think it's
Midman's
just
right
like,
there.
I mean, literally,
Violet
all
and
three of
Midman.
the ones we just brought up would all be fun in my opinion. Like, I think
Oh, yeah.
they do really cool things with Monster Hunter. They could do something really funny with Travis Touchdown.
I'm biased
Yeah.
for Travis. He's probably in like my top 5
Bro,
most
Great,
wanted
please.
now, but
See,
Yeah.
Wolf is the
Like-
character I wanted in the game just because they took him out, and that was the character I played. None
Right.
of the characters in Smash are characters that I would actually like. They're not my
Right.
favorite like video game.
Travis would also be super broken because all of his throws would kill. So like, I'm
characters.
definitely play
They'd
him.
be some crazy shit. All of us does literally killing the game.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, all his throws
Nah,
would be kill
it'll be
throws.
exciting. It'll be really exciting, man. Because like the last 2, like Violet and Minmin were like one of those like cool but fun for a week kind of characters.
I still like Midman, but
yeah,
feel
but
like
Minmin's cool. Yeah.
I think
know.
Minmin's really interesting, but it's just not for me, so I don't find it
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get a character who's not slow as molasses?
Yeah, like we're
Yeah.
fucking really overdue for someone fast. So I think it's Travis time.
Travis could be fast. Yeah, they could do something cool with
He
him.
is fast. He's very fast.
Yeah.
Give him the dual lightsabers.
You can tell Sakurai's doing his damnedest to not repeat Smash 4 Bayonetta.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He's trying so hard not to put in a $5 busted
I've
ass
sort of
character.
been, I've like been out of the scene. I haven't really been like following anything. Like, has Violet
There's
gotten better?
I think the
what?
only DLC characters that are like really good are Joker and Terry.
Yeah.
people
Joker,
are
obviously,
rating
yeah.
Midman very highly as well. But
Really?
we haven't seen any tournament, like actual tournament though.
Sure, of
so
course.
We don't know.
Yeah, Minmin's Nair is broken, so she's got to be good. That shit.
Yeah.
I wonder what Travis's like trailer would look like. If we were gonna put him in there, what they'd want to do for that,
Well,
or if it would just be.
Definitely gonna start with like him in the bathroom or something.
Man, it sucks that like it's probably going to be its own presentation because the Travis trailer would definitely be a fake out trailer where you don't even know it's Smash for like a minute.
It was like no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
because
be
no,
easy
yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
fucking seen gameplay of the new game at all. So, well, not
Yeah.
really.
It would totally start as like a No More Heroes 3
It's gonna
like
let-
trailer.
CG trailer.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
then
gonna
it's
be
Smash.
Travis like sitting on a couch, and it's gonna be a shot of him. You can see like the light of the TV on his face, and he's like playing a video game. And it's gonna show that for a bit, and then he's gonna like die and get pissed off, and then it's gonna show that he's playing Smash, and he's gonna jump in the game and start whooping people's ass himself.
That would be cool.
That would be
I
incredible.
would actually love that.
I think it would be funny if it was like just a really simple, stupid joke where he's sitting on the couch and you can't see the whole couch, but like he's playing a game with someone and it's obviously Smash, and then the camera pans over slightly and it's like fucking Bowser sitting there or something.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Especially if it's a fake out trailer and people think it's No More Heroes 3, and then
Absolutely,
suddenly
yeah.
just Bowser's there.
Yeah, but like even if it is like a Smash presentation, like I hope the trailer isn't like like the fucking Violet one. The second you see like you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that shit
okay,
was
this is
ass.
Violet.
That
Yeah,
was
like-
ass.
Sakurai even mentioned that during it. He's like, "You're gonna know who this is immediately."
Yeah, and it's like obviously with Min Min we knew because they had announced there'd be an arms
And
rip.
it
So
was
it's like,
on the
just-
shop, yeah. So you knew.
yeah.
Right.
So like I hope
I
it's
feel like
like
they
weird.
played that up though. Like, who's it gonna be?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that
Oh,
was a
yeah.
cool aspect.
I was ready to be burned the whole time, even though the ramen shop was the first cut.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love if it's just like something like I don't know, we see Bowser doing something and then it like leads to Travis instead of just being like, oh, there's this obvious like art style for Travis and Tim. Make it cool,
I'm
Sakurai.
curious. We haven't really talked about this in a while. Like, what would you say was your favorite reveal trailer? Like, of
For-
all the reveal trailers that they ever had, what was your favorite?
For Ultimate or just all of
The
Smash?
Ultimate?
Smash in general, yeah.
Oh.
It was all
Oh,
Smash.
all of Smash.
Probably the
Hmm.
Fire Emblem with Captain Falcon one.
Yeah, that's a top tier one.
That was so
and Robin.
good.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that
really
one
good.
That was good. But I'm so biased that so it's Sonic for me.
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
Sonic's
I
up
like check the dojo every day. That
Yeah,
was
I
the
remember that
one
too.
day where I didn't check it. My friend did check it. I was in a class and they were watching a movie. I asked the teacher, this is middle school, hey, can I look at something on the computer? I'm in the corner geeking out about Sonic and Smash Brothers. Like,
Yeah.
I was definitely Sonic.
It's
I think my
In
favorite's
terms-
Mega Man,
in-
I like
actually.
Heroes.
Yeah, Mega Man's up there.
Mega Man one's
I think-
really good.
Yeah.
In terms of the quality of like the trailer and the reveal, one that I think is slept on quite a lot is actually Greninjas.
Oh, the
I think,
Greninja one
that
is
trailer
so
was
good.
really good.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my
but
god.
in terms of the magnitude of the reveal, it has to be Clouds for me.
Oh,
yeah, Clouds
Yeah.
literally gave me chills.
yeah.
If
I
we're
also
talking like trailer though, like just not like magnitude of reveal or anything, but trailer, it's got to be the Belmonts.
Belmont's
That
Belmont
shit looked like a
sick,
fucking
man.
movie, bro.
Yeah.
Killing Luigi.
Yeah.
It looked
The
like
Hero
a
one
movie.
was really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hero
those
one.
ones were awesome.
I'd say for me personally, that original King K. Rool trailer, where just
Oh, yeah.
the country and him outside King Dedede takes
Yeah.
off to skies, and then even the banjo version of it
The
too.
banjo's amazing.
See the jiggy across the screen, like, oh, I love both
And
of them.
honestly, like I still think like Joker is still the. I don't think anything will ever top that because like it was at a place where you just
Yeah, it happened
wouldn't
fucking out of nowhere.
expect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and like the way they did it, where even when it happens, you don't even know it's Smash. You're like, oh, it's are they gonna announce the Persona 5 fighting game or something? And then the letter pops. I'm like, holy fuck! Like that is top tier.
I do think back to like one of you just mentioned, like you were in the computer lab in middle school when you found out about Sonic. That's literally how I was with Snake. Is I remember Brawl got announced like during E3 or something, and it was like a week earlier than it normally was. And I remember literally being in the computer lab at school, finishing classes, and knowing that E3 happened and running to the computer lab. And the first thing I saw was like screenshots of Zero Suit Samus and Meta Knight. And there was an old 360p trailer that was posted on the website, and I clicked it. And I'm watching the trailer, and I genuinely thought because I love Metal Gear. I mean, I even grew up playing Metal Gear. I love Metal Gear. And I saw the codec thing come up on screen, and I genuinely thought it was like an announcement that like Twin Snakes is getting ported to Switch
Oh
or,
my God.
to Wii or something. And then they start talking, and he's like, "Okay, Snake, have you heard about this thing called Smash Bros? We've had this invitation for you to join." And I, again, in my like middle school computer lab, screamed at the top of my lungs. I could not believe this. I remember like my broadcasting teacher walked in. He's like, "Roger, are you okay?" I'm like, "Snake's in Smash Bros."
Oh
And
my
he's like,
God.
"Who is Snake? What is Smash Brothers?"
Yeah, I remember I was when
man.
I literally remember the Smash 4 reveal. I was in a math class. I had my earphones on the back, and as soon as I saw Mega Man, I straight up ran out of the class into the bathroom just to fucking lose my mind. Like, holy shit, Mega Man is in Smash. I was just losing my fucking mind, and I just kept rewatching that trailer. Like, that is such a godly trailer, man. Oh man,
With Mega Man and Smash, I remember very vividly that day. I
Mhm.
just decided to skip school for no reason and walk home.
Lucky.
And then I got to watch
They
E3.
were calling you.
So
Man. Even there, I mean, there's been even like a lot of really good ones. I'm thinking about it now.
forgot about
The
the
ones we haven't brought up.
Like the
Inkling
Inkling trailer announced
of
Ultimate.
course, yeah.
Like that trailer.
Okay, the Inkling trailer though, like the reason that trailer's hype is not because of Inkling.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
think
because
it's playing that it's like, oh, this is like some new Splatoon game. You're just kind of watching it, and then all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, holy shit, is that a new Link? And like, all
Well,
of a
that
sudden,
was, yeah, exactly. That's what it was. You see Champion Link, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is a new Smash Brothers." We're not getting a port. Up to that point, like the early rumors from everybody was that we were getting a Smash 4 port on Switch with all the DLC. And so you see the Champion Link, and you realize, no, this is going to end up being a new game. Yeah, and it brought shivers to your spine. I mean, that's when I screamed into Raleigh. So,
yeah,
you know,
I remember like recognizing like I literally knew from the CG style of the like when I saw the Inklings, I was like, this is the Smash CG style, and I was fucking like already losing it. Amazing.
If anyone cares, Halo 3 ODST just came out on Steam for $5.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that.
I was definitely for like a hot second, but did we talk about the Brawl trailer?
We talk about like best character reveals, but yeah, Brawl trailer.
No,
is
what I'm
fucking
saying is,
heavy.
are we counting the Brawl trailer? Because the Brawl trailer goes crazy.
Yeah,
insane.
The Brawl trailer's best part of the whole shit is when Wario pulls up. I was like, damn. I watched this trailer. I was like, man, you know what would be funny as shit? Wario would be so dumb in this game. He pulls up, he farts and sets off a nuke. There's a title sequence.
I remember
it goes
that.
black, and then Snake pops up. You're like, yo, what the? Am I on crack? Like,
Crazy, bro.
I was
That's
like, I have to be on crack. Like, it's like on. Like, just the fact
Actually,
that
that is. Because Wario's never fucking farted before. That was the first time.
Bro.
So you definitely like, yo, did I just snort a line? What the fuck is
Yeah,
going on?
yeah.
It's not even that. If you like, hold on, because I was watching it on stream just now while y'all were talking. If you look here, Wario pulls up. First of all, they reveal Pit. They reveal Zero Suit Samus, and then they reveal Wario literally within 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's fucking insane,
then
man.
Wario pulls up in the desert like it's fucking Red Dead Redemption, and then he fucking explodes and sets off a nuke by farting. The title sequence happens, and then all you hear is Snake. Like, you're like, am I on heroin? I'm on heroin right now.
I will never get over.
Right
I'll never get over the fact that in this trailer,
bro.
like right at the start, you see all the characters going into their new appearances. Mario with the more detailed denim.
Yeah.
Link gets Twilight Princess look.
Yeah.
And then you see Kirby, and Kirby's
Kirby just looks around, nothing fucking happens.
Kirby
I
is
rewatched
literally
it
in
so
circle.
many
Here's
times.
the
And
thing,
fucking-
they were like, oh snap, Meta Knight, that's cool. But like the fact
Who the
that
fuck is Pit?
like I was like, cool. Then Pit just pulls up.
Yeah, and you're like, who the fuck is this?
New design wasn't the one from the trophy in Melee. It wasn't like what people were expecting. He splits apart the bow and turns them into swords, and you're like, what the heck?
Like I was for certain, I was 100% certain that I was on crack cocaine. Like I was so certain. So that's the only way this makes sense.
The debates of like, what the hell is Zero Suit Samus? Is this its own character? Like, this really is, rewatching it on stream right now, this really is a good one.
Bro, and the thing is, again, it's just the contrast. You see right here, Wario pulls up, everyone's like, lol, Wario, and I'm like, Wario? It's my favorite Mario character.
Bro,
Then
what
he
the hell? What the hell?
He explodes. He
I'm like-
explodes. They do a close-up of his ass for no reason. And then you get the title sequence, you're like, yo, that's crazy. Fade to black. Snake. You're like, what? What the fuck?
It's insane, man. It's crazy.
I remember hearing this because the voices were in Japanese, right? For like the snake portion. And he goes, reconnaissance, but he says, Teisatsune. And I was like, what the hell's Teisatsune? And like learning Japanese, watching the Metal Gear portion. Oh my
Now,
god.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it two Virgils, right? The fact is, all of these characters being in Smash, I'm like, yo, that's cool. But I can see it. I still do not believe that Snake is in Smash Bros. It doesn't make any fucking
Fucking
sense.
weird, man.
It's the weirdest. He's the weirdest character in the game. Like everybody else kind of makes sense. You can rationalize the fact that Snake is in this game. You're like, what?
It's crazy.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. He has, like,
really, that's what I'm like. We really need another character like that.
bro, he
Yeah.
has a gun. Like, what the fuck is going on? He
Yeah,
has a
and,
gun,
like-
grenades, rocket. Like, what is going on?
Like thinking back to the community too, because obviously like Japan Time was around when this happened, but Cloud felt like that to me. Cloud definitely was a Snake level, like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. But then right after Cloud, when we were all debating who's this last character going to be, who's the fighter battle winner or whatever, I never in a million years would have guessed Bayonetta. And I know Zeb
yeah.
good for Bayonetta. He was like the #1 Bayonetta fanboy on the show. We're all talking about it. But it was, again, like one of those characters where there's no way. How are they going to do this? And you finally, I remember seeing that and thinking like, oh shit, it's Medusa or like Wolf.
Yeah,
or
that was like someone from fucking Kid. I was like happy. I was like, is it someone from Kid Icarus again? And then fucking Bayonetta.
But here's the thing. What I mean the most random, Roger. What I'm talking about specifically is the fact that, all right, cool. What'd you say right before Bayonetta? It's Cloud, right? Cloud's
Okay.
Cloud's super anime, obviously Japanese iconic character. You know, I can kind of see. I could imagine a world where, assuming I don't know nothing about no companies, where Cloud would be a cool Smash Bros. Character. Okay, Bayonetta, a super Japanese character, very anime like, kind of fits a general motif of kind of that region of the world. Snake is a soldier with a gun. He has a gun, grenades, and a rocket launcher. And I'm just like, what are you doing here? We have like, what
I mean, that's the Master Chief argument thing, right? Is that people want that sort of.
that's what I'm saying.
You
Like, that's more close. That would be like
Yeah.
fucking you have Call of Duty, you have Ghost from Modern Warfare 2 pull up and just be like, oh, where you at, soap? Like, what the fuck?
Jonesy drops
I think-
it. There
I
you
think
go.
it's also the fact that Snake came at a time where third parties in Smash didn't even exist. He was the
that's
first
before
one.
that.
Yeah.
So just him, he set the mold. He set the tone for the third parties, and so everything that comes after him and everything that comes after pretty much any other character from this point, there's always going to be that little shred of expectation. We know that pretty much anything is possible now.
Well, yeah, because Snake was revealed before Sonic.
Yeah.
And like that's the thing. It's like this is even before Mario and Sonic at the Olympics is a thing. So like that was the first time we ever see Sonic. Like, holy fuck! Like I thought you two hated each other. Like what the fuck? Like that's crazy.
Like we have not had since this, right? Not since this Brawl trailer have we had so many characters dropped in one trailer. I mean,
Exactly.
like I was saying, this was Wario, Zero Suit Samus, Pit, Meta Knight, and Snake. Like, there's no realm in which that would happen again for a Smash Bros. Game in the future. Like,
Era.
he's like Sora, Geno, Master Chief 2B, and like I mean, you can't top it.
It just doesn't. So with all these reveal trailers, I'm like, it's a very weird thing for me personally because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't play that fucking game anymore. I stopped playing that game like 12 months ago, 10 months ago. But the thing is about the reveal trailers is that a lot of times I would venture to say most of the time the reveal trailer is the best part of the character.
Of course,
the best part of the character.
Yeah,
And
that's of course. Yeah.
And I think that's trash. That's objectively trash. Like, if you're telling me that the best part of the character being added to the game is everything other than the actual playing the character, that's trash. That's dog shit.
Well, no, I don't
better.
know about that.
So I don't think that,
Because it's like I'm just excited. Like I remember everyone is here. The everyone is here moment to me is as special to me as the Brawl trailer. And like that doesn't make all those characters. Oh well, they're all not good because I'm not I don't enjoy how they play in the game. But I can still be excited that this character is in the game because I think that like reveal and all that stuff
would
is
be
cool.
rather. All right, so let's say for example, right? Let's take I'm trying to think of okay, so let's take Cloud, right? Cloud on release. Y'all remember Cloud on release?
Yeah.
Cloud was super cool, right? Fun to play. Big ass sword. You know, this is before we're all getting tired of all these sword characters. Characters fun to play. Which when you're releasing a character should be the objective. It should be the objective before balance. It should be fun to play, right? The reveal was crazy. Cool. If every character was like that, I wouldn't have a problem. The issue is that a lot of characters in Smash aren't like. Banjo is not fun to play. That character is not fun to play.
I like playing Banjo. He's fun.
You're corny.
That's because the problem with your entire argument.
No. Tito, you mean play like you're supposed to play it. Play optimally.
Fine.
I still know people who still like playing Banjo. It's just a subjective thing. That's why I don't know. It's just silly to me.
Like to me, I don't find Joker fun to play, but I find Banjo fun to play.
You don't like spamming
I don't like Joker.
See, I don't like playing as Joker, but I still think his reveal is like godly.
Oh no, I love Joker. I'm happy he's in the game. I'm just saying I don't like playing as him very much, but I enjoy playing as Banjo. I hate playing as Hero. And I also
love playing as Hero.
I love Hero, Banjo, and Terry are my favorite DLC characters.
I also love playing as Terry and Piranha
Terry's
Plant.
awesome.
The only point I was making is that it seems to me that a lot of times the when the character drops and you actually get the character on the screen and you're playing it, it seems to very rarely be equivalent to the character being revealed themselves. That's
like there's an excitement.
It's just a subjective because now you're playing a video game where you play a set style. So here comes this character. Like maybe you like Rushdown. Here's Min Min. If you like Rushdown, what's the chance you're gonna like Min Min? Right? So it's like I don't know, but you can still be excited to see Min Min come out.
But in general, all right. So let's take for example, You can't make the equivalent right to another fighting game. It's not 1-to-1, but
Sure.
let's just say we're taking Street Fighter for example, right?
Right.
And you can understand that they're gonna go, all right, we're dropping Sagat. Sagat was one of the most requested characters in Street Fighter 5. Okay,
Yeah.
but the thing about Sagat is that everyone knows exactly how he plays,
Sure.
and it didn't matter. It did not matter because that character design-wise, we're talking design-wise. Okay, for most people if you take a community gauge, right, that character's polarizing. You either don't like playing Sagat or you do. But you take a new character like G, completely new character. I don't know most, if not anybody, who actually can play G who doesn't like playing G. Like, and the character matches the character design from a design aspect. It just seems to me that a lot of the character
that's what
design
happens when the character is made to be in a game where there's an actual clear genre.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I didn't. That's why.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The 1-to-1.
Smash Bros is just a bunch of bullshit in one game. There's no. We made it what it is, so it's not like, these characters when they're designed, they're not always going to translate into a competitive setting.
I mean, like I had that recently. Like, what's his name? Like for Giant Ball Fighters, like when they announced Master Roshi, I was like, I adore Master Roshi. So I was losing my mind, big Giant Ball nerd. So, but now he's out, and I played him. I fucking don't like playing as him, but I'm happy he's there, and I was still hyped for the character. And I know people like playing him, so I'm like, I don't know. So
there is some subjectivity here, but if we're talking about reveal trailers, it just seems to me with Smash, with more than others, or a lot more than other reveal games that reveal characters like this, where the character will drop, the trailer will drop, everyone's super hyped. Everyone will play that character for about 3 to 4 days, and then only 4 people are playing that character.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's every game, bro. That's every game. Like,
no. I know what Tito's saying. I'm saying
this is also only the competitive community.
That's what I'm saying. You throw some items on and get some more stages, you might have a blast with that same character for longer.
That's like 5% of the people that play the game.
I'd say like I do get where you're coming from, where you don't want the trailer to overshadow the actual character itself once they drop. But I feel like a good recent example of that is Terry, right? Because Terry didn't have a lot of hype from like a casual sort of audience. Like King of Fighters is kind of niche, but the trailer itself was really cool, right? Even if you didn't know what King of Fighters was before that, you're like, oh, this is neat. Like it's got this retro aesthetic to it. You're meeting the other King of Fighters characters. And then you actually play the character, and it's, again, I don't know if it is subjective, like McDareth is saying, but to me, I've never met somebody who didn't like Terry. Not literally not.
Man, Terry can suck my fucking schlong. I hate that character.
Oh my god!
I don't hate Terry himself, but I hate how he is in Smash Bros. I hate him with a passion. He's so stupid.
The trailer should be as good as possible because no matter the character and no matter how anyone feels about it, when a character gets added to Smash, that's a monumental moment for that game. The trailer should.
Not just that. I mean, like, what's special about Smash? Yeah.
How am I a hater because they made a character that can spam one combo and kill you? Hello?
Yeah.
I'm a hater for that? All right. That's what's up.
But I think also because like Smash characters, like they're like the what's the key difference between Smash character reveals versus others? Like there's a love and care put into like they'll make a animation, they'll make a CG trailer, they'll do like an animated version in the style of that. Like they go so extra. I think that's why people latch on to those trailers more than usual.
Right. I'm not saying that the trailers themselves are bad, or I'm not even saying that they should be worse. Obviously, they should be as good as possible. Fuck balance. Fuck everything. The objective is to buy the thing.
Yeah.
You should buy the thing and then play the thing. And as long as you buy the thing, at the end of the day, whether it's fun or not is obviously subjective, but that doesn't even matter at that point because you bought it already. But the issue that I have a lot of the time, and I think it's more of a design issue from Smash as a whole, is that Smash has a history of trying to be as faithful to the character themselves as possible, regardless of balance. They've been better about it in Ultimate by a long shot, but they're more concerned with making sure the character plays in a way that would make sense for that character rather than playing in a way that would be universally fun to play for and again, with or as or again. Because some of these characters be dropping, and it's not fun to play against regardless of how that person played. Like I've never been like, man, I love the Banjo matchup. I've never heard anyone say that in my life. In my fucking life. So maybe that's just a design issue from
but I don't know because that's still subjective.
I feel like I hear that from other games.
It's like an Abigail. where people are like, oh, what this stupid character, and he does a bunch of silly things. Like, I don't know. It's just like it's such a subjective thing that from the Smash, like, yeah, it's always a pick out. We all play the game. But like you play other games enough, you find the same thing. Like
Yeah.
GT Goku was cool at first till everyone started using him, then everyone hated him. So it's like I don't know.
So you're saying that because it has a subjective element, it's invalid? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm
Because
not saying it's invalid, but I feel like you're presenting it not subjectively. You're presenting it like this is matter of fact that Smash is an issue that characters come out and then people like everyone's hyped for the trailer and it comes out and you play it and it doesn't matter. So it's dumb. But like I'm saying that's just a subjective thing because based on the character, someone's gonna be happy and excited about the trailer. Someone might hate the trailer, and then those two opinions could switch when it comes out. It's just like it depends on the person.
Right, but we've had multiple conversations on this podcast alone where we've talked about how sometimes the design element, Sakurai goes too ham with making a character play exactly how in his mind.
Yeah,
they
and then
think
he
that
fucking
character should
ruins
play.
everything. That literally ruins characters.
That's what
for,
I'm saying.
for good or for
That's
bad.
my whole point.
Okay, but you never said.
I just said that.
You just said that now. We had this whole time talking about
The main problem is that these characters are not good enough to make you drop the other character you spent all your time on. A lot.
Yeah,
of
honestly, that's just an inherent issue with DLC characters, right? Like, is it worth me dropping the base roster character that I've spent a shit ton of time on for this new DLC character?
Of course not. So I'm gonna go back to this other. Y'all can have that trash ass DLC character.
There you go.
Or do I even want to take the time to learn? Is me putting in more time to learn this DLC character, even if they're good? Is it even? Do I have the patience for that? No. I ain't about to learn how to play no fucking Min. I got Wolf right here. What's up? Easiest character in the game.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up. I think we've pretty much talked about everything. We talked about all the Xbox news, PlayStation news, Tokyo Game Show coming up, the Smash rumors, Mario. Is there anything else we haven't touched on before we wrap it up?
Yeah, the fact that I saw Shofu in navigation and he definitely went to that vent.
Bro, you didn't see shit. I never get caught going in events except that one time.
That's Cap. I saw you.
Okay, it was Tito. Get him out of here.
What? How do you know?
Vote him off.
Unironically, Japan Time Among Us game when?
Cap.
Probably we'll do it sometime.
I'm not playing with
for
you motherfuckers.
I'll do it.
It'd be fucking hilarious, dude.
We should just do it as an
It's
episode.
Big
We should
Darren.
just do one of the
I
episodes
was
of
gonna
Among
Big
Us.
Darren
That's
every
it.
time.
That'd be funny as hell.
Why me? I've never even played Among Us. Why am I getting voted?
Why not?
I never played it either, but that's good. That's why we wait. I haven't played it yet either. I'll hold it off until we do a Japan Time. We'll play together. That'll be the episode.
Guys, what does it mean if my name's red?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get him out of here, man.
Hey, so I have an extra button. It says kill. What do I do?
Bro, I saw Shofu kill someone, so I hopped in a vent and waited until he left.
Yeah, I had a friend be like, they're like, wait, how do you vent again? I was like, all right.
So I walked into Cam's, right? And I was like, man, it's pretty spooky. The lights are off. And I was like, damn, Shofu went to that vent. I wish I could go in there, but it wouldn't let me. Is that a bug? That's a bug.
Guys, it says lights are off, but I can still see. What's wrong?
Oh my god! I don't know.
Are you
why
watching it again?
I am. Did you hear it through my headphones?
Yeah, I heard it.
I scrolled up. And hold on. Let's end it with it. Could you pull this into the stream so people could see what we were laughing about earlier? Hold on. I'm going to repost this video.
Man.
Oh my god.
Everybody's seen that video.
I hate you so
It
much.
makes me laugh every time. Unquestionably, it makes me laugh every single time.
I'm going to bed.
Why does he look like a Goomba from
I
Mario?
know.
Some cheddar cheese.
This video is fucking terrifying. What the hell?
Some yogurt.
Some cheese.
I hate this video, bro.
This is not the content I need at 5 a.m. The content I need at 5 a.m. is my
Spit
fucking
all over his
bed.
phone,
God, bro. Oh my god. Why does he eat like this? This man has to conceivably think of this video idea and I'm doing this.
Oh, no, that guy was on crack. Okay.
All right, we're done. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Or whenever. Maybe not next week. Sometime soon. All right.
I mean, wait. We get Tokyo Game Show this weekend. We mean that.
Right.
Yeah,
There's
but
news.
we'll see. Maybe Monday. Maybe Monday.
There's
maybe
new.
Friday.
Don't you
Who knows?
run from it.
Maybe next Friday. Maybe next Monday. Maybe there's gonna be one next week. Probably. Just wait.
I will be 1 year older.
Oh.
We'll wish you a happy birthday.
Damn, you old.
Now you about to be 45? That's what's up.
No.
Wait, what?
You're
You're gonna be 45?
You are 47 years old. Don't talk to me.
Bro, I know you're not talking. Your knees don't even work anymore. You about 57,
I know
bro.
you're not talking about you 8 minutes to get out of bed because your back don't work.
Bro, I know you're not talking. You gotta blend up your solid food before you eat it, nigga.
I know you're not talking. Where's your AARP card, you OP? Oh my
Bro,
god.
I know you're not talking. You live in a fucking retirement home right now.
You're not talking. We've been out to eat. You're like, I get the senior discount looking nice.
But you don't even have to ask for it.
I know you're not talking. You look like old man Jenkins. Shut up.
I know you not talking. Looking like that.
Okay.